Dylan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know, new head coach. Could be a long season, but young, promising. They get the quarterback figured out. You know, this could be a team to watch out for.
I also love how you say, here's where it gets rough. You know where it gets rough? 28.
Yeah, I mean, look, none of these teams are winning the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
No?
It's the powerless rankings.
It's so powerless.
Felly, I'm sorry. 29, I got the Raiders, okay?
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on us.
I was waiting.
I love Genty. I love Brock Bowers. He needs to go to Turkey, but I love Brock Bowers.
Oh, boy.
I just don't know. I mean,
Look at you throwing stones in a glass house.
I am a beautiful bald man. I embraced it at the age of 24.
Wow.
Brock Bowers, just come home, bro.
You were 24?
Yeah, just come home. Some things aren't meant to be, like me with hair. Just come home, Brock Bowers.
Have we ever seen a picture of you with hair?
Ooh, good question.
Do we have one here?
You showed me one.
I've seen a picture of him with a beard and a bandana, but
Good
not.
question.
That is a good point.
It's going to be a long year, but
Where's your mother?
once Mendoza gets out there, I think you're going to see flashes, and then, you know, you're building for the next couple of years. Get Jeremiah Smith. 30, the Jets. Look, here's the deal. I say it every year, guys. They've been losers for 50 years. They're going to still be losers, all right? Like, that guy had the Jets sweeping the Patriots. Is it Dustin or Arkansas? What are we doing? Come on now. Geno Smith. I had to put Geno Smith below the Raiders because we all watched him play football last year. 31, I got the Dolphins. I want Malik Willis to do well, TJ. He seems like a cool guy, but like they trade their best, wide receiver and then they re-sign the running back. Like that's mixed messaging. And 32, I got the Cardinals. It's not going to be good. It just isn't. Arch Manning watch is on. We are on. Like I imagine Carson Beck will play at some point, but we are on Arch watch. Oh, O'Shea just sat down. What up, man? We're on Arch watch for the Arizona Cardinals. They are 32 in the way too early powerless rankings.
Terrible.
So the Cardinals are going to be the worst team in football?
Yeah, they're going to be the worst. They're going to have the number 1 pick in next year's draft in Washington, D.C.
Ooh, okay.
Great job with your powerless rankings, by the way. And by the way, your graphic is
I look forward
special.
to the comments.
Your graphic is special. A SoFi personal loan is here to help you. Which one? Oh, gosh. Hold on. No, I don't have I didn't remember which read it is. Hold on. Which read is it? Here it is. Powerless rankings are brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right. I got to tell you, this is like the third time I've screwed up a read today.
Well, I mean, it's an insight to,
Paying the bills?
Well, he's messy. You got a messy desk over there.
It's not my desk. It's his desk. It's not as bad as your
I'm not one to talk.
boss all over your
I
desk.
didn't say that I was, talking. That didn't make any sense.
Let me just pay it off again. Powerless rankings are brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right.
Yeah, I'm not paying bills.
I want
didn't
you
see
to
any
know,
mistakes.
O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting here tomorrow. I suggest you clean a Windex. That's one. Number two, I did you a big favor today.
Yes?
Yes.
Thank goodness.
I booked you my friend, close personal friend, Cody Rhodes, for your podcast with TJ. He and I are like this.
Triple
Just
S.
need you to know this. Like, we are so tight. So I said, hey, Cody. Hey, buddy. It's me, Triple S. Can you do me a favor? Can you do No Contest Wrestling? Great guys, TJ and O'Shea. They're such great guys. Can you do the podcast? He said, Triple S, whatever it takes, I'll do it for you. That's what Cody said to me.
Yeah, you don't know now, Shay. She is now known as superstar Susie Schuster.
Which should have been
Triple S.
quadruple S, but he went with Triple S.
I mean-
And then C-Web started calling me Triple S.
Yeah, so.
I am feeling
I'm
it.
so happy.
Yeah. So
That's
you're welcome.
crazy.
I don't know
you
that
so
that
much.
story actually happened the way
It's exactly how it happened.
is, but
Okay.
Like
Review the
revisionist
tape.
history. That's exactly. So I said. Here's how it went. Like, hey Cody, what's up, Triple S? I'm like, hey, can you do me a favor? Great guys, can you do their podcast? So you're welcome.
Thank you.
That's how I remember it.
appreciate
Yeah, I
it.
remember it that way.
It's about time. I got to appreciate it around here. You know that I'm here every week. So therefore, I am the celebrity who's been on the Rich Eisen show the most.
Yeah.
Not a single picture of me around here.
That is such crap.
You autographed my desk.
Yes, because I needed to claim something.
RJ, where are you? Let's take a photograph. I will frame it and I will hang it in the hallway so that when Rich comes walking in, he's like, wait a minute, what happened?
I might have something tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, you
Here's the deal. He works here, so he does not
That's
get
what
his
I mean.
picture on the
You are
wall.
an employee.
He's an
This
employee.
Toxic.
This is the star of Cocaine Bear. How
Thank
dare
you.
you?
He
Oh my
works.
God.
Okay, so
An
if that's the
idiot.
case, then we're here every day. So why are our pictures not on?
Yeah, I'm not on the
We
wall.
should start doing Employee of the Month.
I'm not
What's
on the
that?
wall.
Employee of the Month picture.
Oh, that would be
Enjoy
great.
this
You want to get
edition of
toxic
the
in
Rick
here?
Eisen show
No contest.
tomorrow.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. So why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They're draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Oh, wait. You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PHIL for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code PHIL. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PHIL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. It's Regional Week, East Carolina baseball. We'll head to Chapel Hill for the Chapel Hill Regional on Friday to take on Tennessee at noon at Boshemer Stadium. Pirate Radio was with the team when they learned where they would be headed, and head coach Cliff Godwin says Pirate Nation is a tad bit spoiled.
I say this for everybody, myself included. I think we have spoiled people for what success that we've had here in our program consistently. And you look across college athletics, it's really hard to sustain success. I mean, you got a storied program like LSU, which all you guys know and everybody knows that they got a lot of money on the field and they're not even in a regional. I think it's different. It's a different era that we're in.
We'll have more comments from Cliff Godwin, Ethan Norby, and Jack Herring coming up this afternoon at 3 o'clock on Pirate Radio Live. We'll also talk to Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball. He'll break down all the regionals for us, along with David Glenn. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Hey O's fans, Star Wars Weekend lands at Camden Yards from Friday, May 29th through Sunday, May 31st as the O's take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Friday night, stick around post-game for a Star Wars-themed fireworks show presented by SeatGeek. Saturday, be one of 15,000 fans to score a Jordan Westberg Star Wars bobblehead presented by PNC. And Sunday, 10,000 fans, 12 and under, will receive a Star Wars poster. Don't miss it. Get tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports, across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Konbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Regional Week rolls on. Welcome into a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here in the First Flight Credit Union Studios with another packed show for you on this Wednesday on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber, and we are on YouTube. Come on in, give us a like, a subscribe. How you feeling about the Pirates' chances in the Chapel Hill Regional? We'll talk about that on today's show quite a bit. In fact, coming up later on in hour number one, we'll talk to Ryan Schumpert. Ryan Schumpert covers Tennessee from the Rocky Top Insider, and he'll give us a scouting report on the Vols. Hour two. We will be joined in studio by Donnell Coley, and we'll talk to Emmett Siegel from the Knoxville News Sentinel to get a further report on the Volunteers. So 2 Tennessee interviews on today's show. Also, a big picture look at the college baseball tournament with Mike Rooney. You see Mike on a Squeeze Play on ESPN during the regionals, and looking forward to having Mike Rooney on the show for the first time. He'll join us coming up in hour number 3. Also, Coach Mack McCarthy. We'll talk about the passing of racing legend Kyle Busch and give his thoughts on the regional. Also, joining us to start today's show, Mr. Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9. We've got Shirley Rhodes here, intern Victor, the MVC. Carter is here. We got J-Bone joining us as well. What's up, Jared?
What's up, Clip? How you doing?
Doing great. We are busy. We are having a good time this week on Pirate Radio Live, getting you ready for the Chapel Hill Regional. And Ken Watlington covers-ish the Pirates a little bit. Also has his North Carolina ties. And
I thought you were talking about my shirt. This is not a North Carolina shirt. It's just an Adidas golf shirt.
Nor are you wearing a tie.
Yes, that's
But
true.
you do have Carolina ties.
I do. My parents are both graduates of the University of North Carolina at Chapel.
Can you pass along a message
to my parents?
From me to them?
To my elderly parents, sure.
They raised a fine boy.
Oh, okay, yes. And we'll leave it there.
Ken's Seahawks will not be participating. So I guess your rooting interest could lie at, what happens in Chapel Hill this weekend.
My rooting interest lies in what's the most entertaining baseball and maybe what could... No, I'm not going to say it out loud. I don't want to jinx it.
Okay. He's not going to say it out loud.
But you know what I'm thinking, right?
No.
Final? There's something...
East Carolina getting somewhere?
Yeah.
For the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, whatever, you can say it.
I that would complete my World Series I wouldn't say trifecta, but if you count I've covered an actual Major League Baseball World Series. I've done the Little League World Series in Williamsport. I've done the Little League Softball World Series here in Greenville.
Yeah.
And if I did the College World Series, that would get me to all of them.
What World Series did you cover?
2012. It was the Giants Tigers in Detroit, and all Giants.
Yeah. That was when Bruce Bochy just kept winning World Series.
Yep, they won every other year, I think, in 10, 12, and 14, something like that.
An even year was the Giants' number back then. Ken, while you're here, I want to start with some trivia today, just to show off how much you know.
Or how little I know.
It's a Braves-related question.
Oh, I got you.
Bob Horner.
Rest in peace, homie.
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
8th all-time on the Braves all-time home run list. Name 5 Braves who have more home runs than Bob Horner as a Brave. He had 215.
Hank Aaron.
That's a good one to start with.
You're going to go Dale Murphy, 398.
Wow, okay, that is 2.
Chipper Jones.
That is correct. That is 3.
Freddie Freeman.
That is 4. Can you name a 5th? Couple of older names and then a more recent guy.
Eddie Matthews.
Eddie Matthews is correct.
Wow.
You've also got Joe Adcock, who I'm not familiar with.
Wouldn't have gotten that one.
But I am familiar with Andrew Jones.
Andrew Jones. I wasn't sure if he got that high, but okay, I did all right.
Well done, Ken Watlington.
Yeah, thank you.
You have advanced to round 2. All right, checking with the chat gang real quick. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Wish I had bet more on my Gavin no-run first inning today. I, too, Jamie, had a little on that, but had more on Nationals no-run first inning and Angels no-run first inning tonight. So that one is still alive for me. But Gavin, great performance today and got some run support finally. See if he's still in the game. Right now it is Guardians 3, Nationals 1, and Gavin has gone 7 strong innings, 3 hits and just 1 run allowed, 4 strikeouts, in line for the victory. We'll see if he goes out there for the 8th and 9th, but very good performance today by the Big Rig.
But that's not the biggest news out of Cleveland today.
Which is?
The Guardians have a new owner.
Oh, okay.
Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Has bought into the ownership
minority
group.
owner
Of the Cleveland Guardians.
All right, so is he a native? I know he went to Cincinnati.
He's from
I saw him courtside.
Cleveland Heights, one of the heights around in the suburbs.
Okay, 10-4.
It is Cleveland Heights. Okay.
Calzone says superstitious beers. The superstitious beers.
Superstitious beers. Superstitious beers.
Thank you, Calzone. PJ says, hey.
What's up, PJ?
Hey.
So I didn't watch a lot of the game last night, but I guess they're coming for me for my Wemby takes. Mike P said 20 points, 4 for 15 from the field. That guy's supposed to be the greatest thing we've ever seen. Mike P, how petty are you that you got to come in at the start of a show when we're talking Pirate baseball, vibes are high, everything's great, and you got to do that? That says more about you than me, Mike P. Shame on you.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, not a great outing last night, but
everybody has a bad day.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to treat your
bad day at the office. Like Mike P's never had a bad day at work.
Can we get a cut, Shirley, that says that's not a good way to treat your host? To combine with that's not a good way to treat your listener. Because Mike P.
I think I can make that happen at some point.
P says he is very petty, by the way. I know, I appreciate it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I love there's really nothing more I love doing, and I think it's one of the greatest things to do in the world. Use somebody's words against them.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to come back from that.
Remember when you said this?
Yes. So Mike
Fat
P,
honky.
I appreciate that. Shut up, Greg.
And I've loved.
Shut up, Greg.
I've loved people going after Becky Hammond. Because of
what'd she do?
Or Jalen Brunson.
Well, that's because you're sexist.
Okay. But I mean, yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll just end it at that then.
What did she say?
She said that
the
Jalen
short
Brunson.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a short king?
Yeah. That he can never be a 1A player on a championship caliber team. Not a winner, a caliber team. So everybody's like, hold the line. No, she's already wrong. And I do have some respect for her because she's like, I don't care. I'll stand by it.
Did I agree with her? I think yes, because I saw Allen Iverson try to carry a team on his back. Now, the wording, you're really getting into her wording used.
Yeah.
Which is also, you're using her words.
Yes.
Great job. Yes. But I kind of agreed with that take because I was just thinking of like AI and like who are the Isaiah Thomas, maybe like shortest guys who have won a championship.
Yeah.
He was the best player on their championship teams.
But John Sally. I'm kidding. Love John Sally.
John Sally.
Little Gus Johnson. There.
John Sally.
White fella. Yeah. I don't know.
You know John Sally's black, right?
John Sally, you hear that? It's like milk salesman or something. I don't know.
No.
Come on.
No.
Now, that is disrespectful.
One of the bad boys.
My piece of J-Bone always apologizing for a Frenchman. That's not a great look for you, Jared.
Yeah. This is the first time ever, so.
All right. Pirates, Volunteers. Ken, what do you think about the Chapel Hill Regional and the likelihood that one of those two teams could end up winning it? Because I looked at the lines, and I'll pull it up right now. North Carolina, an overwhelming favorite, obviously, to win that regional.
Are they?
Yes.
It's without a doubt, and it's not even close. It's the toughest regional.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm not saying it's going to happen. VCU could win that regional because they're pretty good too.
Yeah, we talked to Ryan.
Okay, I was wrong about overwhelming. Minus 190. I was thinking it was more than that, but minus 190.
I saw some stat today where like it ranked the teams 1 through 64 and had Carolina 4, Tennessee 10, ECU 18. Like, what are we doing here?
And
was it Brian Schumpert said that VCU's the highest RPI wise for the 4 seeds?
Yeah, they should be easily a 3 seed.
We'll talk to Joe Deck tomorrow. That's a cool name. He's a private detective and voice of VCU baseball.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about the detective part, but Joe Deck. Joe Deck.
That whole, when you talk to him, ask him about the whole stadium situation and everything they've dealt with all year. It's just a wild thing that went up in Richmond, and they battled back, and now they're in the regional, and I really think they could beat Carolina on Friday.
So I'd forgotten about this, but Joe reminded me or pointed out that there was an announcer that called ECU VCU last year that kind of went viral amongst Pirate fans, I guess.
I remember me, you, and Chandler sitting in here watching the game like, this guy's nuts.
And he said, I just wanted to let you know that was a game that I had off last season. So that is not that guy who, I guess Jared just made every play sound like Game 7, like Willie Mays' catch.
Alex Boucher had a routine play at shortstop, and you would have thought that he did like a triple backflip between the legs, pass, throw to first.
So unfortunately, we're not getting that guy.
No.
That's
a shame.
Unfortunate. All right, we got some breaking football news.
Football.
Hey, good news for us here. Oh, good news for the Pirates as well. ESPNU game for our home opener against App State.
Yeah.
Bad news for fans. It's a nooner. So
some other times announced. I mean, we didn't know that Army would be at noon on CBS Sports Network.
Is that another one? Okay. Yep.
South Florida 7:30 ESPN2. Memphis 7:30 ESPN2.
Those are the Thursdays.
South Florida's not, but that's a Friday. And then UAB another Thursday 7:30 ESPN or ESPN2. Old Dominion and NC Central game times 6 p.m. on ESPN Plus and Central 4 p.m. on ESPN Plus.
So we do get our first evening game, 6 p.m. And boy, has ODU figured out their ESPN Plus? That is my question.
Let's hope.
They have had some rough broadcasts.
It's there
over the years.
Tough.
And then we get Central here at home at 4 o'clock. So once again, nooner at Bama on ABC. App State at home, nooner on ESPNU. Then we got ODU at 6 on the Plus, Central at home at 4 on the Plus, a couple of Thursday nighters at 7:30, Friday nighters 7:30, Army on the road, noon, CBS Network.
The crazy thing is, so last time ECU played in Alabama, I think, was the Birmingham Bowl, and it was 20 degrees.
It was cold.
And so their next game in Alabama going to be 1,000 degrees, both ends of the spectrum.
Tiff. So a little football news here on a baseball-heavy Wednesday on Pirate Radio Love. We have got some Tennessee guests coming up. Really looking forward to talking to Mike Rooney. So Greg Hudson knows everybody, and I saw Mike Rooney went to Notre Dame. Didn't know that until Monday when I saw it under his name, and said, "Hey, do you know Mike Rooney?" And he said, "Yeah, teammate, Runes." Talked all about him. He said, "Give me a tough one next time." So Greg Hudson hooked that up in a matter of 30 minutes. So thank you, Hud. I also texted Hud last night. Victor, I told you about The Bus on Netflix. Have you watched that yet, Ken?
I have not.
Somewhat of a soccer guy, right?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
But that is about the implosion of the 2010 French national soccer team.
Okay.
Which is, it was really entertaining because it's new to me. So I hadn't heard it.
Yeah.
So like I enjoyed it. But I watched another one last night. Vinnie Jones. I had never heard of this guy. Untold Vinnie Jones. He's like he was the Bill Laimbeer of the Premier League.
Okay.
Which I guess it was before the Premier League was called the Premier League.
Right.
But was with Wimbledon. And dude, this guy was out there with the most reckless tackles you've ever seen, and lived but he was in, Jarrett might recognize this guy more than me. He was in Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Like, he became an actor after his time as a soccer player.
Is that Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt, yeah. So, like, I'd never heard of this guy, but I told Hud he needs to check that out. So I've been watching soccer docs.
Can Hud get him on the show?
There we go. That is the question. Zach Cap says, I think Coach Hud did as good as he could do under the circumstances, honestly. Thank you.
I'm glad I got a pop at a Ken there. That was good.
A Ken pop.
I think you did as good as you could do under the circumstances, honestly.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen him since that.
Yeah, bad news.
He done?
Well, no. He's still with us.
No.
He's doing all right.
What's the bad news then?
That you haven't seen him.
Yeah.
Because he is a fun time.
I haven't seen Zach since, I don't know, about 2:15.
We will talk to him hopefully in studio tomorrow, but I know the folks are busy in the sports department with championships.
It might be on the phone. Yeah, he's headed out. He's on the road right now, headed to the Triad for D.H. Conley softball in Greensboro this afternoon.
Man.
Apparently, Vinnie Jones played Juggernaut in the X-Men movies. Who knew?
Okay.
I did not. Okay.
Get him on the show.
Okay. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk Canes hockey. Woo. Game 4 coming up tonight. Is Ken Watlington heading to the Bell Center? We'll ask him. When we return. But a big one tonight if the Canes could get up 3-1. We'll also talk about what happened in the West. That is insane to me.
Yeah, no one saw that coming.
One of the best regular season teams of all time.
Yep.
And they go out with a whimper. So Vegas.
And a team who was barely over 500 in the regular season.
Vegas awaiting the winner.
And Vegas makes that coaching change late. Was it in April? And boy, has it worked.
Man. All right. We'll talk a little hockey and more baseball as well. Coming up later on, hour number 1, Ryan Schumpert to give us our Tennessee Volunteers scouting report. We're back with you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Wednesday after this.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. And on the last Sunday of every month, Doug Henry is open. Your weekend just got a little easier when you're looking for a car because you can shop at Doug Henry of Greenville on Sundays. Visit Doug Henry for the biggest selection of used cars. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Mention Pirate Radio for $500 off any vehicle. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. For brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Friendly service, no gimmicks, just great deals and even better people. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
We'll bring this up with Coach Mack at 5 o'clock. But a group of U.S. senators introduced a new wide-sweeping legislation aims to address issues in college sports. The Protect College Sports Act would limit athletes to transferring schools one time without penalty, limiting athlete eligibility to a max of 5 years, prohibiting former professional athletes from playing in college, prohibiting schools from poaching a coach from another school during a sports season. I just don't know how. I don't know. I feel like with everything that is challenged in courts and stuff, I just don't see how this goes through. I mean, it'd be nice, I guess. Also, I think a salary cap is part of this as well, which again would be great, and I would be for it. But I just don't know if it goes through.
It's common sense stuff. So they'll let you know it probably won't happen.
Yeah, we do need more people like Mike Elko pointing out that everybody is in it for themselves and not thinking about the sport and the game, which is 100% true. Which all these players and coaches are out for themselves. Everybody, in a way, is out for themselves to get the most they can. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. So what's the deal with Sorsby?
What's the deal? He had whatever declined, right? So
he left.
He's not playing, right?
Yeah, he left because he was a gambling addict. And then he tried to get back in like 2 weeks later.
He went to rehab, right?
Rehab.
They tried to make him go to rehab. He said yes, yes, yes. But he was denied a request to be reinstated as eligible for the 2026 season.
Yeah. And then I think he's eligible for the supplementary draft.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I remember, I've always been confused by that thing. I remember Washington got a guy one year, but you get penalized what kind of pick? Is it like the round you take a guy in the supplemental round, you get that pick taken away in the actual draft? Is that how it works?
I did not know that.
It's something to that effect.
Yeah, all this stuff's over my head.
I just like watching ball, man.
Yeah.
Or puck.
Yeah.
Chandler Honeycutt is all in. It wasn't but a couple years ago. I remember Chandler wanted to kind of be in on the Canes train, but couldn't get into it. That's where Jarrett is right now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm watching the game.
No, I know you are.
Yeah.
I know you are. But you're not like
No, I mean, if
living and dying
if
by
they
it.
lose this series, it's just all right. I'm waking up tomorrow. Who cares?
Like Ken will be on S Watch.
Yeah.
And I'll be on MS Watch because I'll be watching it with Ken.
Yes. Gee, thanks. Yeah, I'm all in. I mean, these last two games, going to overtime, the stress, man. I don't like it. I mean, it turned out great.
I hate overtime, dude, officially.
Yeah.
It is the most it's not fun at all. It is the least.
Listen, if you're watching like some other teams play, this is great, high drama. But when it's your team, it's like, I don't want to do this.
I remember when Washington beat Tampa in the playoffs a couple years ago, and I came in that Monday, and like Ellerby was like, "Hell to the Redskins, Commanders," and I was like, "That was not fun.
No.
That was I'm so glad we won.
Exhausting.
That was a miserable experience." And then the next week, when they beat Detroit, I was just okay. Like that was fun. I didn't have that same feeling.
Yeah.
But like, I guess it's when you think you can win or supposed to win, and like the Canes are favored in these games, and they go to overtime, and it's like it is the most. Credit to the sport of hockey for having that format and the way they do it.
And what made it even more stressful these past two overtime games is, for the most part, the Canes were in control. They looked the part of being the better team for a majority of both of those games. And then, here we go. We're in overtime where it takes one fluky bounce or just something crazy and you could lose.
Ken, when you're watching it, you've watched hockey more closely than I over the years.
Yeah.
Do you realize, like, when the Montreal Canadiens haven't had a shot on goal for, like, a period?
No, kind of not.
I didn't realize until after the game.
I mean, that's what the Canes do. So
it's crazy.
You kind of just get used to it. Like, hey, we are controlling this game. And then they say, it's been 23 and a half minutes since they took a shot. I'm like,
that is nuts.
Dang.
To think about.
Every time someone hits the puck, I'm like, oh, that's a shot. I would have counted that. And then it's like, wait, they only have 14 shots on goal and we have 32? Like, what?
Yep.
Yeah, the defense is, just nasty. The way they block shots, which if you shoot a puck and it gets blocked, that's not a shot on goal, even though it was heading towards the goal, correct?
Yes.
It has to, hit the goalie and whatever. So.
And that Ehlers goal where he just kind of fans it in the other night, like that was awesome.
That was cool.
That made me like hockey.
Yep.
And then, obviously, I want the Canadian team to lose. I want all of them to lose. And so I have a little bit of skin in the game.
Okay. Right. I've noticed you've gotten a little more into it than I thought you'd be.
And I'm just like at home, foot propped up. I'm like, I need something to watch. I can only watch so many shows and movies. It's like, let's watch some hockey.
And I've enjoyed other games. I did not watch a lot of the Avalanche Golden Knights series, and I won't be able to because it's over.
It's over.
4-0, man. Just crazy.
Last night, I'm watching some of the basketball. I'm just, flipping around watching the Braves, and I was like, oh, yeah, the hockey started. It's already 1-0. I'm like, well, here we go. This thing's over.
Man, Jared, you've got your dog of the day from a few weeks ago hit the New York Knicks to win the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and I still don't understand. I mean, I get hindsight's 20/20, but after they closed out on the road against the Hawks, beat them by 51, how are they behind Cleveland?
Well, how many games did that go? 6?
6. That was
so
game 6.
It was shaky.
But I don't know. Like the team's built to beat the Celtics, and it was going to be either them or a beat up Philly squad, and then it was going to be a young Pistons team or a Cavs team who's just bound to choke.
Also, at that point, Philly had beaten the Celtics, and Philly had all their guys playing. So it was that people thought that'd be a much closer series.
Well, that was before the Celtics-Sixers series even closed out. So I mean, you didn't know.
Okay, well, again, so you're either playing a Sixers team that just beat the great Celtics or the Celtics.
Yeah.
Credit to you. Don't go with the why didn't everybody see this? Go with I saw this and everybody
Plus
didn't.
320 was just insane.
Yeah.
They should have been at least second favorite.
Mike P. on Sorsby, by the way. He said, I think someone bet him he couldn't get reinstated. So,
I'll take that action. Let's go.
Sorsby's going to be at the airport like...
betting the mailbag of the Son of Sam.
Seinfeld. Ken, you think the Canes get a 3-1 series lead tonight? Everything is so like razor thin.
It is. I mean, there's no room for error, honestly. And if they get it done tonight, boy, oh boy, Friday night back at Lenovo Center with a chance to clinch a berth in the Stanley Cup Final. Probably the biggest sporting event in North Carolina in 20 years. If that were to come to fruition.
Panthers NFC Championship would be up there.
That's football too.
Yeah.
At least the Canes have gotten over
15,
there.
16. I guess it would have been in
January
16,
of 16.
Season.
Yeah.
And they won by like 80 against some crappy Cardinals team. Yeah.
At least the Canes have gotten over their conference finals bugaboos, you know?
Well, winning at home was big.
Well, they got a lead. I mean,
series lead.
First lead.
The way the Canes dominate is so interesting, though, Ken, because Montreal has not led since game one. Like the Canes have been up or tied the entire way. But again, and even in the sweeps, there were some really tight games. But that's kind of their way of dominating. It's not winning by 5. It's keeping Freddie Anderson clean and scoring a few goals.
Although I do believe they are due for a game like that where
an outburst.
Jarvis has 2, Aho gets a couple, and it's like, oh, we're talking 6-7 goals. They're sleeping giants, Aho and Jarvis. They really have not been who they were during the regular season in the playoffs, and it's just, we knock on wood, it's a matter of time till one of them or both of them get hot, and boy, it lights out after that.
So does Dave Dorn have a lifetime ban from sounding the siren now?
I would hope so, yeah.
I mean, I don't call many right, but I called that one.
I think everybody did.
Yeah.
Because I immediately, and it lost, the bet lost, but Canadians to score first.
Yeah, I did say put that one. And then they scored 4 immediately after.
Real quick.
That kind of sucked.
Last Thursday, I was emceeing an event over at the Hilton, and right before I got up on the stage to do my little part, I saw that we scored. It was 33 seconds in, so I put my phone in the pocket, I do my thing. I sit back down, it's 4-1. I'm like, say what? What is going on?
How?
So, once the thing was over, I didn't even turn the game on. So,
poll. Who do you think will win the Chapel Hill Regional? Now, this is unbiased.
Unbiased.
Of
course.
71% say East Carolina.
Unbiased.
18% UNC, 6% Tennessee, 6% VCU. Ken, how do you vote?
I'm going to go with CU. Out of Virginia. Virginia Commonwealth is going to win the regional.
That's what I voted.
Ken, you're such a... Do you get in trouble in school a lot?
Oh,
you're like a Dennis the Menace, Woody Woodpecker.
I will say with a little bit of confidence, Carolina's not going to come out of that regional.
Really?
It's just tough.
You want to know his reasoning? You know what this guy said off the air?
Uh-oh.
I watched Carolina and Georgia Tech, and Carolina's just not very good. I said, Ken, they're playing the second best team in the nation.
They're supposed to be the 5th best team in the nation.
You know what? I saw them play against this team from Atlanta. It's not that good.
They couldn't even beat the Braves.
I like this kind of party.
I think UCLA wins it all, just to continue the Big Ten dominance of college sports.
Oh, yes, the Big Ten.
We'll end it on this. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. SEC or Field to win it all, who you got this year?
I think this is the year you go Field.
Okay. I mean, that gives you UCLA, Georgia Tech, Carolina. I mean, you get a lot of good teams in that group. And I asked
3 of the top 5 seeds.
And I know we're sick of the SEC, and I'm not asking it to be a SEC honk. I'm just saying they win it every freaking year. So
every year.
Let's change it up this year.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us, Ken.
Yeah, I got VCU winning the College World Series. That's not what you asked.
So you're taking the Field. I'm trying to talk Bailey into, it almost sounded like his brain started working. Don't say anything, Ken.
Allegedly.
And he was thinking, I want him to do the triple on Friday. I want him to go Chapel Hill Regional, State Championship, Hurricanes hockey. It's all in the same area.
Within the same week of doing the double in Indy 600.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. 600, yeah.
Here's one reason I don't want him to do the triple. Because if he does the triple, I don't get to go to the Canes game, and I really want to go to the Canes game.
Okay.
And that kind of thing.
That kind of thing. Thank you for joining us, Ken.
Appreciate you guys.
All right. We'll talk to you next week. When we return, Ryan Schumpert will tell us about the Tennessee Volunteers baseball team. That's on the way after this.
Hey Pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O's Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
Hey O's fans, Star Wars Weekend lands at Camden Yards from Friday, May 29th through Sunday, May 31st as the O's take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Friday night, stick around post-game for a Star Wars-themed fireworks show presented by SeatGeek. Saturday, be one of 15,000 fans to score a Jordan Westberg Star Wars bobblehead presented by PNC. And Sunday, 10,000 fans, 12 and under will receive a Star Wars poster. Don't miss it. Get tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
This May, it's the big spring sales event at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive into spring with huge savings across the lot. Take 10% off MSRP on the 2026 Chrysler Pacifica, perfect for the whole family. Or score 1.9% for 72 months on the 2026 Jeep Compass. And truck buyers, don't miss out. Get 4.9% for 84 months, plus no payments for 90 days on Ram 1500. These deals won't last. Spring savings are heating up now. Come see us today at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
The new Papa John's oven toasted sandwiches are here. Try the Philly cheesesteak, chicken bacon ranch, and steak and mushroom starting at just $7.99. Chef-crafted oven toasted sandwiches filled with fresh toppings, melty sharp cheese, and savory sauces on ciabatta bread, brushed with special garlic sauce, and toasted. Available for pickup or delivery. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
It's the final days of the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Now all remaining inventory must be evacuated, liquidated, and eliminated for pennies on the dollar. Every living room and every dining room, every bedroom and every mattress must go off the floor and out the door. Our floor must be broom swept clean. Final days means nothing stays. Don't wait. It's the final days of the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Hey, Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
This is Miles Berry, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You would do anything to keep your family safe, so don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, Zach Kaplan in the chat says, I'm actually attempting the triple on Friday. Only so many chances in life to do something crazy like that. If he's doing it, it's not that cool.
Yeah.
I wanted Bailey to do it. Yeah. It's not cool, Zach. You're just doing it for show. Are you really going to be reporting 100% on everything you're at? No, you're just there to say you did the triple.
Well, does he report 100% of anything? I mean, most of it's just like eating and talking.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
Love you, Zach. I kind of crapped on him a lot there. Got to build him back up.
Done and dusted.
That's you never say that to anyone. You never say it to me.
Life is fragile, man. The last couple of weeks have taught me that.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
More so than your ankle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Right.
My ankle is just like, everybody should go through this.
All right. We got back-to-back Tennessee interviews coming up. Emmett Siegel will join Donnell Coley and Jay Bone and I coming up in a moment. But right now, you'll hear from Ryan Schumpert. Great chat with Ryan that we had an hour or so ago, and got to learn about these volunteers that we'll be seeing. Here is that. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Ryan Schumpert, Rocky Top Insider, as we will continue to talk ECU, Tennessee, and the Chapel Hill Regional. Ryan, appreciate your time. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you having me on.
Looking forward to what hopefully is a good baseball game and a good baseball regional coming up starting Friday at noon. I want to go back before we talk about the present and near future, but, Tony Vitello leaving Tennessee, and, what was the reaction when that happened and the thought of, hey, we got to keep this baseball program rolling? Was it like a shock and distraught, or was it, okay, but, hey, next man up, we'll be fine without him?
Yeah, I think more the former. I mean, Tony was so popular at Tennessee, amongst the fans, more than even just the success that his program had, but the personality and, he really cultivated a strong relationship with the fan base. So it was kind of a weird mix of definitely some shock, but at the same time, I mean, if you go back and remember that week, I think it was Saturday, of the Tennessee-Alabama football game is when Ken Rosenthal put out that the Giants were closing in on Tony. And it wasn't until either Wednesday or Thursday that it was official. So I'm actually sitting here in the press box right now, and they were doing construction on the stadium all fall. So we had to sit out in the porches and a lot of hours that week because Tony was just here practice, running practice like normal. So it was a lot of hours just sitting here watching them practice and all that stuff. But no, it was definitely a shock. But I think as the news became official, everybody had a couple of days to know that it felt like it was probably going to happen. There was certainly a large coalition that was behind Josh Elander, a guy that had some other head coaching opportunities over the last few years and stayed at Tennessee and very, very well liked amongst both the current and former players. And Danny White did a relatively quick coaching search, pretty unique in that time of year to be hiring a coach, and settled by Saturday that Josh Elander was the guy. So it was all pretty quick, and I think from there it kind of turned to, all right, what does Tennessee need to do to, you always expect some level of drop when you lose a coach like Tony, and certainly pitching coach Frank Anderson too. But what can Tennessee do to make this sting as less as possible and keep the current trajectory of the program going?
Ryan, perception versus reality. From the outside, I see the videos, the quick clips of, the brashness, the confidence, cockiness, whatever you want to call it, of Tony Vitello and the Tennessee team. And you talked about how much of a fan favorite he is there. And don't get me wrong, I love that. I love the little added stuff. It makes the game more fun, in my opinion. But is that the reality of, and has that carried on with Tennessee, kind of the talking, the chippiness, the chatter that goes along with the baseball?
No, not really. I guess the first thing I will say is that I think there was an evolution with Tony, and his whole thing was, Tennessee had such little respect in the SEC when he got there that he wanted his guys to have confidence and play with that confidence, and knock down the door was a phrase he used a lot. Well, in 22, it got out of control, and I think Tony, off the record, would tell you that. And I think he did a good job of pulling the reins back the next 2 years in 23 and 24. They were still fiery. They were. To the outside person who watches 5 Tennessee baseball games a year, you probably didn't notice anything majorly different, but he controlled the reins better. Now, to kind of your question where it's changed, the thing that was really interesting, Josh Elander was the one guy on Tony's staff that was cool, calm, and collected and did not have that super fiery personality. And Frank Anderson, the pitching coach, was like that. Quentin Everhart, strength coach, was like that. Ross Kivett, who was his other assistant coach, was like that. Well, Quentin and Frank went with Tony to San Francisco, so Elander's now in the head chair. He brings Chuck Giralman in from Florida, who's kind of like him, pretty even kill personality. New pitching coach Josh Reynolds, pretty even kill personality, to where Ross Kivett's kind of the one guy that's still super fiery on the staff. So it has flipped. It's definitely different. There's not the same fire, and I think for the most part, this team has taken on their coach's personality and not having that same bravado. There are still some guys that will chirp and, will get, real worked up in big moments. So it's not like you just have none of it. But I think it's much more like what you're accustomed to seeing across college baseball.
Yeah, good insight from Ryan Schumpert today, Rocky Top Insider. Big difference between, being confident and a little bit cocky and just being an ass. And we saw that last year with Kevin O'Sullivan, the head coach at Florida. Yes. Who and I say that, but he got suspended and was forced to give multiple apologies for his actions in the Conway Regional last year. And had a friend of mine who was on the call for those games and was on the field and said going into it that Florida came in with an arrogance being in Conway in South Carolina. Like, why would you send us, the Florida Gators, to South Carolina to play? What is Coastal Carolina and East Carolina? And the Pirates took advantage of that and beat them twice, knocked them out of that regional. The same guy I'm talking about, Mike Mullis, said he didn't think that'd be the case with Tennessee coming in with any kind of overconfidence or anything. But how about the Vols and where they sit here heading into this regional and their mindset after obviously a tough SEC conference schedule?
Yeah, I think it's a team that, had underachieved for a lot of the year and found their footing the back half of SEC play. I think especially with the offense. The offense really struggled the first half, and granted, it was a young offense, so we maybe should have expected some more of the struggles than we did. But they really started to turn the corner. I would say their 5th SEC series was at Mississippi State. They swept the Bulldogs down in Starkville. Kind of starting then, the offense started to play better, and really the last couple of weeks it was really good. So I think that's a confident group. Tennessee's offense. Pitching kind of remains a big question. There's not a ton of depth there. Landon Mack, who has been one of their weekend starters all year, he's missed his last couple starts due to arm soreness, and you've seen on Sundays or Game 3 of SEC series, Tennessee just run out of pitching. So it's an interesting dynamic. Tennessee's playing about as well as they have all year. The offense has really turned the corner, but when the margins are still thin, it's a pitching staff that is still kind of searching for answers or, has some deficiencies.
Follow Ryan on social media. He's already dropped some nuggets from the press conference earlier today, and one of those, Ryan, was the starting pitcher for Tennessee. Will be facing East Carolina on Friday. So tell us what kind of pitcher will be on the mound for the Vols.
Yeah, so it'll be Evan Blanco, who's a transfer from Virginia, left-handed pitcher. He started the year, spent really most of the year as Tennessee's Sunday starter. They moved him to Saturday, maybe the third to final SEC week. I think it was the Kentucky series was his first time starting there. He's been really solid all year. Not a guy that's going to overwhelm you with his velocity but multiple good breaking balls, off-speed pitches he throws, and is a good competitor. I feel like he's struggling a little bit entering the NCAA tournament. His last 3 outings, including one in Hoover last week, he gave up either 3 or 4 runs in the first inning. Now against Texas and Oklahoma, he kind of studied himself. Texas, I think he threw 6 innings, gave up 5 runs. Oklahoma, he threw 6 innings, and those were the only 3 runs he gave up. So, he's had an ability to stabilize himself, and he's a guy that has postseason experience. He was the ace on the Virginia team that made it to Omaha in 2024. So I think there's a presence about him and experience that Tennessee likes, but certainly needs to clean up that first inning. And, in a game like this facing, a good arm like ECU's throwing, Tennessee certainly needs to avoid falling behind big early.
Yeah, Towers Blanco, the matchup coming up Friday, ESPNU, and it'll be at the Bosch in Chapel Hill, and Ryan will be there. A lot of Pirate fans trying to get there as well. And how much orange you think we'll see in the crowd on Friday and the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, I'll be curious to see. Not a ton, I don't think. There is a good contingent of Tennessee fans just in North Carolina, so I think you'll see those people make the trip over there. It's kind of interesting. Tennessee's played since I've been covering the team, which was Vitello's second year. They've played 2 away regionals, one of them being North Carolina, but that was 2019 before, Tony's second year, the first time they made the NCAA tournament since 2005. So there were some fans there, but baseball didn't quite have the popularity at that point as they were still building it up. So I'll be curious to see. Don't expect just a massive contingent, but I'm sure it'll be some orange in the crowd.
Ryan, hitting wise, the Pirates did not have great power numbers this year. It does seem like this time of the year they've couple of guys always get hot, and that could certainly be the case. There's a lot of potential for it, but they like to base hit you and bunt you and pitch you with some small ball. How about Tennessee? Is it one of those lineups where 1 through 9 could hit a home run at any point? What do we got with the Vols?
Yeah, maybe not quite 1 through 9, but a good bit of power. I think it's 5 or maybe 6 guys with double-digit homers this season, and another one that hasn't gotten there, Trent Grindlinger, is a true freshman that really didn't become an everyday starter until about halfway through SEC play, and he's a good guy that's got some pop in his bat too. So it's an offense that does hit for power, not quite to the level that they have some of their better teams over the last 3 or 4 years, but that's a big part of it. And I will say that is one thing I did think made sense about Tennessee going with Blanco in Game 1, that home runs has kind of been his bugaboo. So throwing him against an East Carolina team that hasn't hit a ton this season, I did think made some sense.
Ryan, folks fired up for baseball, I'm sure. What contingency of the fans are looking ahead at Furman in football and Georgia Tech? How many Vols fans this time of year are talking about depth charts and things like that?
Oh, well, they're always talking about depth charts. That stuff doesn't stop. Chaz Coleman was one of their big pickups in the portal. He hasn't showed up for voluntary workouts to start summer yet, so that's a big focus this week for Tennessee.
It's like an NFL storyline, which it's like NFL now, right?
Yeah. So no, everybody's excited about that, but it's been cool. But between baseball's emergence and Rick Barnes has had a lot of sustained success in basketball, and they've had a big offseason. So a lot of excitement. And the softball team out in Oklahoma City right now, they'll get started tomorrow. So pretty, at least compared to a few years ago, a wide diversity of sports that the Tennessee fans are focused on.
We're hoping former Tennessee assistant Mike Schwartz has his basketball team. He compiled an entirely new roster this year, and it's kind of a make or break season for him coming up here at ECU. Who's the basketball guy you were talking about, Jared? You want the Hornets to draft? Nate Ament. We big Hornets fans here, and they gave us something to cheer about this year. So we're doing some scouting on a Tennessee guy here, Ryan.
Yeah, no, Nate, was a one and done freshman, had a good season, was really impressive. He played, his leg was pretty banged up in the NCAA tournament. He played through that, and some of his games not as good, but also had some good performances. So Nate was fun to cover, and certainly wish him nothing but the best at the next level.
Ryan, we talked a lot about ECU and Tennessee. Obviously, the big guy in Chapel Hill is the home team, North Carolina, who I've said, if it wasn't for Georgia Tech, they'd be the class of the ACC. If it wasn't for Georgia Tech and UCLA, they might be the class of college baseball this year. They were really good. So what's your overall expectation for Tennessee, and what likelihood do you give them a chance to win this thing this weekend?
Yeah, it feels just about as balanced as a regional can be. I mean, North Carolina is certainly, a worthy favorite. They've been really good, but like I said, Tennessee playing well, ECU certainly playing well at the right time. And at least by RPI, I know VCU is the top 4 seed. So it'll be curious to see, I'd maybe 25% give Tennessee's chances, something in that ballpark. They need to win the first 2 games. I don't think they have the pitching to crawl themselves out of the losers bracket. But Tegan Kuhns has been really dominant at times. That's their ace. I imagine he'll throw game 2 against whoever that would be against. And Blanco has given them plenty of good starts this year. So if those guys go out and throw the ball well, and Tennessee's offense, looks like it has the last month, certainly the Vols have a chance to start 2-0 and set themselves up in a good spot going into the back half of the weekend.
And finally, Ryan, if I give you SEC or the field to win the College World Series this year, what side are you taking?
Oh, that's a good question. I would probably go to field.
That'll give you Tech and UCLA at least.
Yeah, and North Carolina. Georgia I like a lot. I could see them winning it all. I kind of got to stretch to find anyone else that I truly think feel good about winning it all. Certainly Texas or Auburn could, but if you're going those 3 against the 3 ACC or 2 ACC and UCLA mentioned, I would take the field. So I'm predicting the streak to get broken, but I'll be curious to see.
Ryan Schumpert joining us. Ryan, what would you like to plug, man? Great information today. Where should ECU fans look for more of your content here the next couple of days?
Yeah, you can find us over at RockyTopInsider.com. You can hit that baseball tab. Tons of coverage from Elander's press conference today and some stuff early in the week previewing it. But everything you need to know on the Vols, some injury updates and pitching plans, all that type of stuff. We'll have plenty of content on. So check us out over at RockyTopInsider.com.
Appreciate you joining us, man. Enjoyed it. And maybe if we meet up on the hardwood or gridiron, we'll get you on again. But thank you so much, man.
Yeah, sounds great. Appreciate you having me.
All right, there is Ryan Schumpert. Some good insight from Ryan talking Tennessee Volunteers baseball. We'll do that again in hour number 2 with Emmett Siegel, who also is a beat writer for the Tennessee Volunteers. We'll have that, Donnell Coley, and more coming up. Also, Mike Rooney joining us hour 3. Cannot wait for squeeze play this weekend. Going to be really excited to watch that again. We'll talk about that process, just being there and watching all those games for so long and trying to stay focused on all the action throughout the day and get his thoughts on the Chapel Hill Regional. Coach Mack joins us as well as we roll on. Busy Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live, back after these words.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiden-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Jeff Stein here, back at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. And guess what, Pirate Nation? It's truck month only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. We got 1500s, 2.9 for 72 months, 2500 HDs, 4.9%, 2026 Elevation. This is the deal of the month. The 1500 Crew Cab with the TurboMax engine, $11,549 in savings. And check this out, Pirate fans. That's 20% off MSRP only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On June 19th, country hitmaker Cole Swindell brings his chart-topping catalog to the stage. Don't miss a night of high-energy country music at Carolina Crossroads. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com. Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Coming up, Hour 3, we'll talk to Mike Rooney, ESPN, Squeeze Play. Talk kind of big picture regionals with Mike. Also got Coach Mack McCarthy joining us. Joining us right now in the Pirate Radio studios, in the First Flight Credit Union studios, Donnell Coley, Daily Reflector. What's up, Donnell?
Great day to be here. Got my man Jay Bone.
Jared Watkins here. One leg's better than none. How you holding up over there, Jared?
Doing good. During the video, took my boot off, stretched my foot.
All right, good.
Put the boot back on.
Hey, this time of year, you got to play hurt. And that's what
Kevin McHale played through the playoffs with a broken foot. All right, I'm no different.
There we go. Joining us now on the Turner Home Team Alive line from the Knoxville News Sentinel, he is Emmett Siegel. Emmett, appreciate your time. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, appreciate you joining us to talk about these Volunteers. They'll be facing the Pirates coming up on Friday at noon in Chapel Hill at the Bosch. And Emmett, let's get kind of an overview of this Tennessee team. It's so hard to compare East Carolina's record and what they did in the American, and of course the Pirates play some really good non-conference competition. But the schedule's absolutely brutal for SEC teams. And how about for the Vols this year? How did they make it through, and how did they get to this point, being the 2 seed?
Well, it was sort of a little bit of a tale of two seasons for Tennessee. The first half or so of the year, it was very up and down. It's a new coach, familiar face, but new head coach, and took them some time to sort of find their footing. They were probably projected as somewhat of a bubble team, but then, really sort of figured it out down the stretch, second half of SEC play, and were able to, get some big series wins to, play themselves into the tournament and then end up as a 2 seed. And they really sort of found their groove with some big series wins. Like you said, the SEC is a grind, and they had plenty of opportunities to build that resume and earn some important wins against hosts like Mississippi State. They swept on the road. That was sort of a turning point. Beat Alabama at home, Texas at home in a series, and we're able to sort of get to this point now where some people are picking them as maybe a trendy team to get out of this regional, but it's definitely been sort of an up and down year. And considering the expectations that have been set at Tennessee, with the success in recent years with Tony Vitello as the coach, it's definitely been a little bit of an adjustment, but they've sort of found their footing, and I think are playing some of their best baseball at the right time.
We talked last hour to Ryan Schumpert and kind of focused on the Vitello exit more than Josh Elander taking over. So let's take it from that perspective here, Emmett. How about him, stabilizing everything? Because that had to be a shock for the folks there when Vitello leaves for Major League Baseball. So how about Josh Elander? From what I understand, kind of a calming presence, and you needed that with Vitello leaving. So how has he done here in year one as the head man?
I mean, it's been a pretty successful year one, I would say. I mean, the biggest thing that he was able to do, being hired, in October, very shortly after Vitello left, was, keep the roster together and sort of, like you said, stabilize the program. And it's interesting, the personalities comparing the two. I mean, Vitello, sort of a lightning rod, definitely a guy who, commands attention not just for, his team's success, but also his personality. Elander, a lot more reserved, a lot more, careful with the media. But overall, he's, I think done a decent job of sticking together with the team, keeping everyone on the same page. And, even earlier in the season when, things weren't necessarily going the way they were hoping, and they, weren't playing up to, the standard that some of these guys had, played to in previous years, they were able to, sort of stay with it and, eventually get to the point where, they were playing some of their best baseball down the stretch, and really sort of play themselves into a pretty good spot into the NCAA tournament here, where they were 2 seed and able to finish strong in the SEC with some big resume building wins.
Yeah, this is Donnell Coley here with the Daily Reflector in Greenville, man, and thanks for coming on. And I just wanted to know, traditionally, we've seen these Tennessee teams just knock it out the yard and all around the yard. So how does that compare to this team and what we can expect from them in that aspect?
Well, Tennessee, this was their 5th season with at least 100 home runs. I think they're the first SEC team that's done that at least recently or maybe ever. So they're definitely a team that likes to hit the ball out of the yard. That's where a decent amount of their offense comes from. It's not the same kind of lineup that maybe you've seen in other years where it's really flashy and it's like 1 through 9 is gonna crush the ball, a ton of draft picks, but it's a pretty solid top to bottom lineup. They've got some good young players, and I think earlier in the season, maybe when the offense wasn't clicking the same way it was later on, you could in retrospect sort of attribute some of that to some of the youth and some of the new faces on the team. You had guys like Trent Grinlinger's a true freshman who didn't really crack the lineup as a regular starter until the second half of SEC play, and quickly turned into one of their best hitters. Henry Ford, who led the team in home runs. He had an illness earlier in the year, so they've really sort of put it together where they have a pretty solid lineup, and definitely the long ball is where a decent amount of their offense is going to come from. And I know in the postseason, especially early on these regionals when you're facing some teams' best pitchers, and runs can be at a premium. that can be an asset, when it's hard to string together multiple hits in a row in an inning.
Last year in the regionals, we saw ECU take on Florida, and it just seemed like Florida couldn't handle the brand of baseball East Carolina plays with the bunts and everything. I don't know if it was just looking past the Pirates or what it was. How do you think Tennessee will handle this type of baseball the Pirates play?
Well, Tennessee has been really solid defensively. I mean, there's been times this year where they were number one in fielding percentage in the country, or at least in the SEC. And it's been interesting with them, trying some new guys out at some new positions. Levi Clark playing a lot of first base. He's traditionally a catcher by trade. Blake Grimmer at second base. But they've done a very good job in the field and have looked, really solid defensively. They had a few errors late in the season, but generally uncharacteristic. I would say, they're pretty well equipped to, handle small ball, and they're not a team that's super prone to throwing the ball around and giving up, free runs, unearned runs. But we'll see. Obviously, things can change when the spotlight's on you. But all things considered, I would say defensively, that's probably one of their biggest assets, and one of the ways they were able to sort of stay with it and stabilize things over the course of the season is having that reliable defense behind their pitching staff.
Ryan Towers on the mound Friday for East Carolina. Evan Blanco getting the start for Tennessee. What's your scouting report on Blanco, Emmett?
So Blanco hasn't been, the guy that would start the opening game of the series for Tennessee this year, but he's been really reliable. And, Josh Elander announced the decision to start him against ECU today. And one of the reasons that he cited was his postseason experience. Blanco is a transfer from Virginia. He's pitched in the College World Series. He was the ace on their team that at Virginia that went to the College World Series 2 years ago. He's just been a really steady force. I mean, Tegan Coons is a draft-eligible sophomore. He's going to be a first-round pick. He's what you would consider the closest thing they have to an ace this year, but Evan Blanco has been really solid. That said, he has struggled a little bit in his last few starts, especially early in games. He's had some trouble giving up runs in the first inning. He was able to settle in a few times, but Tennessee can't necessarily afford to fall behind too early in a regional setting, especially, when you think about setting it up for an entire weekend. Tennessee's biggest flaw, I would say, is its pitching depth and its bullpen, not being reliable, not having, a great depth of arms that you can, really rely on to get you outs. So, Tennessee is going to need Blanco to, give it some length and be a stabilizing force. And, lucky for them, he's sort of been that for them in their weekend rotation all year.
Emmett, this might be a better question for a Tennessee fan rather than a beat writer, but maybe you can add some insight to it. I'm not a conference pride guy, and part of that is East Carolina being in Conference USA and the American. It's so spread out. There's no natural rivals. I can't pretend to care what Rice or UTSA does in a football, basketball, baseball game. I get the money aspect of it. If they do better, we get money, but really, what do we? I don't know. I don't care about it. How about with the SEC? And another reason I don't care about it is with the conference expansion. Why should Carolina care about what California or Stanford does? But from an SEC standpoint, and you guys have added some major powers, but you still got those traditional schools. Does seeing Vanderbilt and LSU out of the tournament bring joy to the Volunteers, or is there like a brotherhood where sure, you hate them, but you want your rivals to do good this time of the year and have 8 teams in Omaha or whatever? What do you think the feeling is when you see especially those two kind of real blue blood baseball programs of the recent past here miss the regionals outright?
It's interesting, and I think you're right that, a fan might be able to give a better answer. But my read on it is that, there is plenty of SEC pride, especially in baseball, sort of, an idea that, the SEC is the best conference in the country. And I think that the numbers, back that up. But when it comes to these rivalries and it comes to, some of these other powerhouses that, Tennessee has been battling with at the top of the conference in recent years, I don't think there's a lot of Vols fans that are, super upset to not see LSU or Vanderbilt in the tournament. I mean, as much SEC pride as there is, those rivalries can run pretty deep. And, I think considering how many teams from the SEC, make the tournament, and the fact that, a couple are national seeds, and, you're in all likelihood going to have a few in Omaha, competing for a national title, I don't think that the Vols fans are as worried about the SEC getting that representation, and I'm sure they won't be super upset if some of these other SEC teams get bounced early.
Talking to Emmett Siegel today as we get ready for the Chapel Hill Regional. I have not asked you about North Carolina. What's your take on the number 1 seed there, the Tar Heels? They'll take on VCU coming up on Friday. You probably thought you knew Tennessee would have to go to somewhere other than Knoxville to play. So how about North Carolina as the regional host there?
North Carolina is a really good team, a really deserving regional host. Probably had a good argument to be a top 4 seed. And if it wasn't for Georgia Tech putting together the season that they did, would be the best team in the ACC. UNC I think is a rightful favorite in this region. Wherever Tennessee went, it was going to have to go on the road. Hosting was sort of out of the question for a while with the way that it started. And I think North Carolina is a team that you look at the makeup of their team, especially their pitching staff. They're so deep with their pitching staff, especially some of these top line starters and the way that they can really dominate. That's so important in a setting like a regional where depth really comes to the forefront. I think North Carolina is rightfully the favorite, and somebody's going to have to go through that pitching staff and find a way to put some runs up on the Tar Heels. But Tennessee has some plenty of experience. A few of these guys on the team have plenty of experience making deep runs, and they have gotten into a habit of hosting regionals. It's been a while, a few years at least, since they were on the road for one of these. But I think they're sort of taking some pride in that and maybe being an underdog. But whoever's going to win this regional is going to have to either pull an upset or be the beneficiary of someone taking down North Carolina. Because on paper, if the game was played on paper, North Carolina would be moving on to the Super Regionals.
And I've been asking everybody this, Donnell. I'll ask you in a moment, but. SEC or the field to win the College World Series this year?
That's a tough question. I think at the top of the SEC, outside of Georgia and maybe Texas and Auburn, has great pitching, but I'll probably take the field. I think Georgia Tech has put together such a great season. It's hard to see anyone slowing down that offense. UCLA, obviously our rightful number 1 overall seed, so I'd probably take the field, but you can definitely make a pretty sure bet that there's going to be a few SEC teams in Omaha. I'm not sure they're going to get the job done and win the national championship. I know there's a bit of a streak going here with SEC teams winning it all, but if I had to put money on it, I'd probably take the field, but barely.
All right, Emmett Siegel, KnoxNews.com. Emmett, I see you went to Maryland. Are you from that area? Where'd you grow up?
That's right. Yeah, I'm from the D.C. area. Grew up in Maryland and went to UMD. Not necessarily a traditional baseball powerhouse, but had a few moments here and there.
Well, let me ask you this: you said D.C. 30 years ago, if I see a guy went to Maryland and is from there, I know he's a fellow Redskins Commanders fan. But now with the Ravens, I'm not so sure when I ask anymore. So, who's your NFL team?
No, I'm all about the burgundy and gold.
Yes, sir.
For DC.
All right.
Then I am Baltimore.
Good to hear. We're slowly dying off. So I don't know. Jaden Daniels kind of made it cool again. So hopefully we'll see more and more Commanders fans. But how you feeling about Dan Quinn and the boys heading into this season later this year?
Maybe this is just the fan in me, but I'm looking at last season as more of an aberration. Jaden Daniels' rookie year, Dan Quinn's first year was just so much fun to watch, and they still have, a few of those guys, on the team hanging around, and, I like the way that they've sort of restructured the roster, so, I'm hoping for a bounce-back year. It's obviously always a weird division in the NFC East. You never know what to expect, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I think they got a good chance to bounce back and, hopefully be in the playoff mix again.
All right. Guys, y'all can leave. I'll just talk to Emmett about the Commanders the rest of the hour. Emmett, thanks for joining us, man. Folks can go to KnoxNews.com. Anything else you want to plug if Pirate fans want to know more about the Volunteers between now and Friday?
KnoxNews.com will have, coverage of the regional, we're part of the USA Today network, so you can go there for coverage of, college baseball around the country throughout the whole tournament. But, KnoxNews.com will have, coverage of the Vols, coverage of the regional, and I'm looking forward to getting out there in Chapel Hill and, getting things rolling. It should be exciting. It's always a fun time of year.
All right, Emmett, thanks for joining us, man. Have a fun trip here to North Carolina, and who knows, maybe Tennessee will meet the Pirates on the gridiron or hardwood, and we'll talk to you again, man.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Appreciate you guys.
All right, there is Emmett Siegel joining us. I have to catch myself now. For years, I would just see people were from Maryland and assume they were a Commanders fan. I forget about the Ravens because when I was a kid, the Ravens weren't a thing. And then that is the Browns really are the most cursed fan base ever. Their team ups and leaves. And then they have like Ray Lewis and the greatest defense, Ed Reed.
Yeah.
They get the greatest defense of all time.
I mean,
win a Super Bowl.
What I'm about to compare it to, the Browns have been through more hell, but it's like the Sonics where it's just like, hey, we drafted Kevin Durant. And then it's like, we're going to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Actually.
I mean, that's similar. I mean, that's some tortured. At least the Sonics were good, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Browns were good in the 90s.
Yeah, 80, yeah. And the Sonics made the finals with Kemp and the glove.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. We'll get Donnell's thoughts on this regional matchup, ECU Tennessee, and the rest of the regional as well. I think everybody has said the field so far, and with Georgia Tech and UCLA, I get it. It's just a matter of, how many SEC teams will be in Omaha. It's just the sheer number of SEC teams that could be there.
I did the bracket challenge on D1Baseball.com. I had a shocker in Omaha. They don't really do much in Omaha, but I got a good team going there.
And you're going to tell us
after the break.
Oh man.
Tease.
Love that.
There it is.
Back after these words.
He's back.
This weekend, you have the power to make big change for all kids during the 41st Annual Children's Miracle Network Celebration broadcast. Tune in to WITN from 8 to 11 p.m. on Friday and 6 to 11 a.m. on Sunday and hear stories of true miracles happening right here at James and Connie Maynard Children's Hospital at ECU Health Medical Center. Join us in making miracles happen. Donate online at givetocmn.com or call during the telethon at 1-800-673-KIDS. That's 1-800-673-5437.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This May, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. With $4,344 total due at signing, you can lease it now for $345 a month for 36 months. That's less than $12 a day. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off of Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires June 1st, 2026.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Hey, Eastern North Carolina, Mike from SCI Technologies. Got summer travel plans, beach trips, long weekends, time away from home? Before you leave, make sure everything back at home is ready to go.
Imagine this, you're relaxing, miles away, and your phone buzzes. Not a surprise, not a panic, just a quick check-in. With SCI, you can arm your system, view your cameras, and get real-time alerts right from your phone.
So instead of worrying, just tap, check, and get back to your vacation. Because security isn't when everything goes right, it's for the moment something doesn't. SCI Technologies, protecting what matters, no matter where you are.
May is Celebration Month at Basil's in Greenville, and we're celebrating all ECU graduates. Stop in today and check out Basil's new specialty menu, packed with bold, flavorful dishes like shrimp tacos, taco salad, chipotle chicken pasta, and taco pizza. Plus, don't miss our weekly specials, $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. And of course, all your Basil's favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Looking for a zero-turn mower? Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your local authorized Hustler dealer. Shop the full lineup of Hustler residential zero-turn mowers, known for their reliability, speed, and heavy-duty build quality. Hustler mowers all feature thick fabricated decks, one-piece steel frames, and Hustler's trademark smooth track steering. Come see us today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We're doing Seinfeld references around Donnell. Are you a Seinfeld guy?
A little bit. Didn't get that one he just told, but a little bit.
A little bit. Oh, Jerry did say hello earlier. Hello, Jerry. Newman. All right. Donnell, what would be if you had a specialty category? Like one time we did Saved by the Bell trivia here on Pirate Radio. Myself, Shirley, Steve Hill, Sharonda Buck, I think. Saved by the Bell. Like I watched every episode of that 100 times. But I could do Seinfeld. I could do Lost. Like what TV show would you be an expert at?
It'd either be Fresh Prince.
Okay. Yep.
Or Martin.
All right.
Martin.
Two classics.
Either one.
Go watch your ass. We'll watch Martin Lawrence.
We just watched a Martin clip yesterday. I showed you one yesterday.
I had no idea. Okay, hold on. Now we can put it to use,
yes,
Shirley.
Yeah.
Name two former WNBA players that were on Martin.
Don Staley.
Yeah.
Lisa Leslie.
Was Lisa Leslie? Probably so.
Yes.
Rebecca
Correct.
Lobo was in the clip as well.
Sure was.
Shirley had a clip of Don Staley crossing up Martin Lawrence that I don't remember.
One of my favorite episodes.
I was trying to show a clip how I quit playing basketball, and it was basically the same thing as Martin getting crossed up, so I showed it to him.
You faking the injuries over there and everything?
No.
Hammy.
But I did have the famous.
Hammies.
I had the famous Olay defense.
Jerome in the house. All right, so Donnell. First of all, Shirley, do we have any Cliff Godwin? Do you still have that?
Yes, I have all of them.
Some rookie reporter asked him a question. I wanted cut eight. What do you know about Tennessee, Coach?
I don't know anything about Tennessee, and I know this is your first year. They're a great program. They're going to have talent like everybody else, but we're going to worry about East Carolina and what we do, and we're going to try to do that at the highest level we can.
So Cliff never talks about the opposing team, but also he can't help himself. He can't just answer it. He's got to throw out, I know it's your first year. Donnell got hit with the first year on the last press conference of the freaking season. Come on.
Why would it be any different? Like, it started that way, so you got to end that way. That's called consistency. That's what that is.
Hey, congrats on making it through a year, though.
Thank you.
With Cliff
Good evening, cowards.
I don't think we're done yet, though.
No, there's one tomorrow after practice. There's going to be one after every game.
I dare you to ask him about Tennessee. Coach,
I'm not excited about right now.
It's 3 days later, Coach. I'm sure you've at least learned a little bit. What do you know about Tennessee?
I don't know if I'm participating in that one. But this weekend, I plan to ask the question this weekend.
They win Friday. Game's over. Let's say 3 o'clock. 3:30. Cliff Godwin rolls into the press conference area, and Donnell's just like, "What do you know about Carolina or VCU?"
I know it's your first year, but man, how was the mood Monday? I was here in studio, Donnell. How was it over there?
Yeah, see, it sounds on radio. It sounds kind of confrontational the way he just said that, but it was like,
that's just
it was fine. It was just,
being there in person is a lot different than listening back to it. Unless it's like the Duke game in Durham, then it's like, okay, that felt hostile no matter what. But it's just like everybody's like, man, how do you do that? How do you put up with that? It's just like I thought it was funny, first of all, and secondly, it was a genuine answer.
Yeah, in
the moment,
it seems like for however long that lasted, his interview, however long we got to ask him questions, which was pretty long for him. Just seemed good vibes all around.
Yeah.
He's laughing about puppy dogs and sad dogs and
the sick puppy. I was not familiar with that.
He's got to be a sick puppy.
Do you know about the sick puppy thing?
I edited the videos. I didn't hear that.
Okay. Cut 7, Shirley. What does sick puppy mean? From Cliff, yeah.
That's from our man Bobby Austin. So Bobby's our director of program development, camp coordinator, and when you're feeding the pitching machines and our guys are hitting, it's kind of dangerous, and he's always like, Coach, you got to be a sick puppy to be back here feeding that pitching machine, and line drives are ricocheting and stuff. And so we've just kind of ran with it, and it's been awesome, and it's given the guys excitement. So it's been fun to watch.
And then Ethan Norby, you pulled the clip, it sounds like, Shirley. What do you say?
You just got to be a sick puppy.
It's got to be a sick puppy. And Shirley just sent me a text. Apparently there are sick puppy shirts now.
Very nice.
Going around.
Of course there
Just got to be a sick puppy.
And you know what? That's their own thing. Good. It's not like the NCAA tournament when 40 of the 68 teams are wearing Believe in a Dream Adidas shirts and all that crap. Hey, it's our own thing. So
you just got to be a sick puppy.
If it's our thing and only our thing, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Be a sick puppy.
I like it, Michael.
Zach Kaplan, by the way, said, I think you need to play Trivial Pursuit with Donnell, Jarrett, and Bubba Boy. It was the Moops.
The Moors.
Zach, just real quick.
Zach. I saw that episode the other day, by the way. And as they're carrying the Bubba Boy out on a stretcher, George is still, it's the Moops.
It's the Moops. It says the Moops. I'm sorry. He got all cocky about it, too.
No. There's a guy that tried to kill the Bubba Boy. Get him.
Sorry, Donnell.
It's all right, man.
We'll mix in some Carlton for you.
It's long overdue.
Hey, man, y'all don't want to play me at just general trivia.
No,
I've been killing it, man.
Oh,
Thursdays.
He's been killing it.
I do want to play you in general trivia.
Well, hey, tomorrow.
Give me a sample question.
I can't.
Give me a question.
I can't remember them off the top of my head.
We're going to wait till you do.
Okay.
While you think of one, Donnell, what do you think of the draw the Pirates got?
Yeah, it's, I think it's the options that were available. I think it is the best of those options that we kept seeing, the projections that were out there, that were, floating around, in the whatever sphere that we look at each time. In
Tallahassee, Atlanta, where some others.
Georgia Tech, right? Yeah, you don't want that. So this is a team that you don't like, and you kind of familiarize with over the years, you familiarize yourself with. So talking about UNC, but Tennessee, I don't know how I feel about that one because, like we're hearing,
you don't really
from
know
their
about
reporters. Well, that part first.
What do you know about Tennessee?
He should have turned it around to you, Donnell.
What do you think you know about it? So that's obviously the part where you're not really confident about that because there's so much uncertainty going on in that. So
I know it's your first year.
I
here.
think.
But last year, I joke. It feels a lot like Florida last year. It feels a lot like Oklahoma the Virginia year, and it's different teams, different everything. But I had the same feeling I had going into this, this team's going to be really good. We might be in trouble. Mm-hmm. And the Pirates were 4-0 against those teams I just mentioned. Oklahoma beat them twice, and Florida beat them twice last year. So just a very similar feel to that.
Well, last year when I knew we had a shot, because when we got the draw last year, I'm like, damn, Florida's tough. That, we might get our teeth kicked in. But when I knew we had a shot to beat them up was when I watched practice that Thursday, and we're out there full uniform. Every other team's in full uniform. Florida's in basketball shorts. They're just chuckling,
Yeah.
barely doing anything. It's like, oh, they're not taking this serious.
Yeah.
They think they're better than this.
Mully noticed the same thing. He said that they walked in with an arrogance that why are they playing a couple of directional Carolinas and on the road, and they got their tail whipped.
Yeah.
And their coach acted like a complete jackass.
I do remember watching that one on TV.
So I think it's going to be a little different. I don't think Tennessee overlooks ECU.
No. And, I mean, especially with their coach. This is his first year as the head coach there. Then they're not going to go in there thinking they're better than everybody. And, I mean, this is Carolina. I mean, as great as Coastal was last year, they made it to the College World Series final. Like, it is still like, well, who the hell is Coastal Carolina? This is like, all right, these are the Tar Heels. This is the name brand.
Yeah.
You know?
And, I mean, they got a chip on the shoulder, too. They've got a lot of guys there that want to show they can do it without Tony Vitello as their manager, as the head coach. So I think they got the chip on the shoulder. North Carolina's chip is they've never won a College World Series. So they got that on their side. VCU's the 4 seed. Everybody's got it bringing a chip with them this weekend, folks.
But are they bringing sick puppies?
Oh, our
you just got to be a sick puppy.
Our puppies are sick. You better bring a vet.
Been drinking that toilet water.
Yeah, you look
Eating
at
out of the garbage.
You look at those turds; they got worms in them and all kinds of stuff. Man, it's crazy.
We don't need no shots. We like our puppy sick. Don't call the
You
vet.
just got to be a sick puppy.
Jared, don't start your "we don't need shots" again. I know you were big on that years ago.
Hey, ain't nobody gonna tell them pirates how to live. All right.
All right, moving along quickly. Yesterday, we're asking what's the starting situation was going to be. Was it going to be Towers with a hot Ethan Norby, keep him ready, or would it be Norby to start? But it will be Ryan Towers. And what do you think about that move, Donnell?
That was what I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's kind of a pattern now for the last few weeks. It's Towers. Now, I didn't see Norby come out of the bullpen twice, so that's kind of obviously it's my first year, so I didn't this is what I get when I'm watching this team trying to predict what's going to happen. So I think that's fine. You see what happens after that, how long he goes. That's just going to depend on who comes in the game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you need a good stretch from Ryan Towers. You don't want him coming out in the second, third, God forbid, first inning. But I think you got some good stuff. Joe Webb coming out of the bullpen. He's going to play a lot since last year. I like what I saw from Brendan Tolik on the Sunday game in the championship game. Although it was an inning and a half, you haven't seen him in a while, and he came out there and kept it in striking distance, didn't allow a run, and then obviously Ethan Norby did what Ethan Norby does.
Wanted to ask you guys if there's any upsets you see, brewing. And Jared, I know you have a surprise team going to Omaha.
Yeah.
That you wanted to tell the world.
Kind of forgot that I said that at the end of the break. Glad you brought it up. I got Boston College going to Omaha.
Boston College?
I really like I haven't watched a single second of them, but I really like this team. This just seems odd that they're good.
And I know you can name their roster, but I'm not going to ask you to do that.
I can name every coach on the staff. I can name all the students enrolled at Boston College.
But there's no need to do that.
I couldn't name anybody on their football team, let alone baseball.
The Hasselbacks went there.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. Is he still there?
I don't think so. BC taking on Liberty in the Athens Regional.
And Liberty has Bradley Zayak. Had a good outing in the against Coastal last year in that 1-0 game.
Who's the Pirate that came from Tennessee?
Luke Payne. That's one that it's like, hey, we really need him this weekend. He's shown a lot of great stuff in his starts, and he's shown some not so great stuff in his starts. So if he can be on in this entire regional, I think they got a good shot. Because I think you're going to get the best from Towers, Joseph Webb, and Ethan Norby. Luke Payne is really that deciding factor in the pitching.
I'm with you on that. I think Luke Payne and Brett and Tolik.
Yeah,
those two guys can do what they did. Repeat. Well, Luke Payne needs to be better than he was last week. But Brett, if he can do the same thing he did last week, go a little bit further, maybe 2, 3. Well, what did he go? 2.1 and Tolik?
Yeah, something like that.
I think So if he can go 4, you're putting everybody in a good position in the bullpen because they're so hurt and banged up. They don't have the depth. So if you get 4 out of him, I think ECU's in a good shape to move forward.
Yeah, and I mean if you can come out of these guys' appearances with the lead or within striking distance. I like Ethan Rose. He was all freshman in the conference. Gavin Marley has shown some good signs in this season. So, I mean, I think you got enough. And it's kind of crazy to say that given, You lose Colby Weber, you lose Gavin McKibben, you lose Sean Jenkins, and it's like, God, where do we go from here? And it's like, hey, we still got some guys.
Yeah. That's really what it comes down to, though, is making sure that these guys go long as they can, because, at the end of the day, it's going to come to, all right, now where do we go? We don't have any more arms left because now we don't have any more hidden wild cards coming out of this bullpen. So
anybody we haven't seen lately you think we see this weekend, like maybe a Frank Saccone?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see it. Like, it would have to be like
once you get into Sunday,
it would have to be like the last.
Last year on that Sunday we had used so many guys, and it's just like, well, damn, I guess Dixon's going into pitch. Like,
I'm gonna go Colby Wallace over 7.5 pitches thrown.
Okay,
all right.
And that would be a good thing, because that means we are pretty far into the weekend at that point. I think. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I see where you're going with that.
See where I'm going?
We haven't seen him a lot this season. I've kind of forgotten that he does pitch.
Yeah. Great baseball discussion. Do y'all want one more Zach Seinfeld reference? Yeah. Jared, I know you do. The Gators were like Jerry Seinfeld with the Mandelbaums. He was overconfident.
Go Gator.
Mandelbaum, man. You don't think I can lift that TV up?
World's greatest dad. World's strongest dad.
You think your dad is the number one dad?
That's my homework this summer. I got to binge.
It's so
my
binge,
homework.
Man.
Oh boy, I wonder if it holds up. Like, for a first-time viewer, they probably wouldn't like.
Well, Donnell's.
Like
I've seen multiple. I know. I've seen a lot.
I'm just saying for like Carter. If you're like Carter, go watch Seinfeld.
No, because he'd be on TikTok within the first 3 minutes. He'd see the opening credits where Jerry's doing stand-ups. Like, what's this?
He's on TikTok right now.
He can watch it in his truck, though. I mean, he can.
That's true. Hey, while you're on the way to Chapel Hill this weekend, just binge Seinfeld. Well, how do you watch movies? You watch a million movies. Is your phone on?
Yeah. No, hold on. If it's like first time viewing, it phone's off to the side. Do not disturb.
Good for you, man. I struggle with that. I find myself, if I'm watching a show I really like or a movie, I'll have to rewind because I'll get on my phone.
Yeah.
And like, what did I miss? The last 5 minutes, I've been zoned out. So
unless it's like something important going on in like real life, I got my phone on. But if like I've been laid up in the bed these last couple of weeks, it's Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's at work, so I'm like, nobody's gonna get up with me.
Do you feel like the reason you're doing that is because you can rewind? Like, you have the option to say, you know what, this isn't something that I'm about to miss.
Maybe
I can just rewind this real quick and watch it again.
That's a good way to look at it. The other side is probably because I'm just addicted like everybody. Okay. And I can't help myself.
Yeah. Right.
And if it was live and I had no way to rewind, I'd probably still do the same thing.
But if I'm like watching Dumb and Dumber for the 6,000th time, it's like
that's different.
It's like, all right, I'm on my phone. Oh, here comes the Seabass stuff. Let me put the phone up. Hey, Seabass and the fella said they're picking up our tab. Where'd you come up with that?
I thought you meant the bathroom stall scene, which is your favorite scene in the movie.
It is funny.
You rewind that one just for other reasons.
He's
just relieving himself. He looks at the wall. 2:15. Oh my!
Dun, 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 dun. Donnell, thanks for hanging out. Are you going to Chapel Hill?
Going to Chapel Hill. Right. That's what I'm saying. This is not it for me and CG, man. You're gonna get a good one. I'm gonna get a good one, and you guys gonna be proud of me.
The final chapter has not been written. Check out Donnell's work page of the Daily Reflector online, reflector.com. Appreciate you joining us, man. And who knows? Maybe we'll be talking about a super regional next week. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun.
Going to Los Angeles, USC.
I think. No.
Well, we were saying if Texas A&M loses, like where would the super regional be?
I got you.
I think we would host it over USC.
Yeah, be pretty cool to see the Pirates go out west, though.
Yeah, I reckon.
Played in the Coliseum.
Yep, it's a big ballpark. Zach says Boucher relief appearance.
Okay.
Zach, you'll be on the show tomorrow. That's enough out of you. We'll be back to wrap up Hour 2, Big Hour 3 with Coach Mack and Mike Rooney from ESPN. Back with you after this.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Hey, pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's, and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O's Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the pirates fly.
This July 4th, celebrate America's 250th in the original Washington, where history comes to life. Festivities begin Friday, July 3rd at 4:30 p.m. with the grand opening of the city's brand new History Museum. On Saturday, kick off the day with the Founding Fathers 5K at 8 a.m., explore history exhibits, and enjoy free trolley rides from 10 to 2, and live music from 7 to 9 p.m. Then look to the skies for a spectacular fireworks show at 9:15 p.m. Come walk through 250 years of history, celebration, and community. Right here in the original Washington. Learn more at visitwashingtonnc.com.
Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fish Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice-cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fish Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you've just gotta have them, even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles' juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Hi, this is Morgan Ehlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store, serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day, and they have 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. A moment ago, Jarrett said, y'all don't want none of me in general trivia. I said, I want all of you. And he asked me a question during the break, and I had no clue. Let's see if Shirley knows it. Shirley.
Oh, no.
Did you watch the television program Friends?
I did.
Okay, you got a fighting chance then. Because I watched it as well, but I did not know the answer to this.
All right, this was the first question for TV category last Thursday. What famous actor, was Phoebe's longtime boyfriend in the show Friends?
Oh, that is Paul Rudd.
Yep. See, she got as quick as I did.
Shirley won, Clip 0. Jared won.
There's also a classic scene where Paul Rudd, I forget what his character is, and Phoebe play table tennis or ping pong against Monica and Chandler, and Monica has like the worst head of like the humidity got a hold of her hair and it just went. And so like the whole scene is hilarious because Monica gets like super competitive.
Sounds
moving
amazing.
on.
Sounds amazing.
Paul Rudd is the answer though.
Yeah. Did you think of another question?
No. Damn it. Kind of fell.
Do you want a Friends
Do you want to
question?
talk about that?
No.
I didn't think so. Why'd you bring it up?
Did you want a Friends question?
You got one?
I can come up with one pretty quick.
What's Phoebe's last name? Isn't it something crazy?
Buffet.
Buffet, yeah.
Phoebe Buffet, who was the co-conspirator in the creation of the I Hate Rachel Club.
Yeah. It's more general.
Nah, I don't want Friends.
Along with Ross.
That's more of a niche.
Courtney Cox.
No, it was a special celebrity
Reese
guest
Witherspoon.
star that was the co-conspirator of the I Hate Rachel Club along with Ross and attended a Thanksgiving meal.
Reese Witherspoon. Brad Pitt.
Stone
Brad
Cold
Pitt.
Steve Alt.
Oh, dude, Stone Cold and Friends.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but it was Brad Pitt. The answer was Brad Pitt.
Mike P has one. He says, I got a Friends question. Why would anyone watch Friends? Mike P.
Because, come on.
Mike P is on one today, man. He is hating.
Good evening, cowards.
He is hating.
Oh, he's that guy. He's definitely that guy.
Let's get our Pirates in the Pros, Shirley. Because I hear Carter Cunningham's been doing big things again.
1-1. Swung on, hit high and deep out to right. Chasing Trevor Cohen to the track, to the wall, and gone. Carter Cunningham with his 10th home run of the year, and the Canadians lead it 3-0. 100 miles per hour off the bat, 387 feet. It clears that 30-foot high wall in right, and Cunningham with a big blast to spark the bottom of the 6th.
The pitch. Line drive, fair down the right field line. Extra bases for Jenkins Cowart. That one goes all the way into the corner. Rounding second, heading for third is JJC. Here's the throw. He is safe with a head-first dive into third. It's an RBI triple for Jacob Jenkins Cowart. Farrow scoring easily from third. And the Carp around the board.
Delivery and a high fly ball. Hit again. Taking a turn, heading to the berm. Goodbye. Baseball. Home run. Yes, sir. That's his first home run.
Here, on to that. Rip fair on down the left field line, base hit. This will score 2. Harris and then Vedas and Makarevich into second base.
They said his name. Say Ryan McChrystal's name.
Oh, okay.
You had no idea who it was. We should have done Guess That Pirate Home Run.
That's his home run. Who?
That was an old-timey announcer, too. Hey, oh, bud.
I like how it's either
baseball.
It's like either old as dirt or somebody's first job out of college.
Trying to be announcer guy. Man, hit the beginning again, Shirley. Those Canadians love their Carter Cunningham home runs. Listen to this crowd pop.
Swung on, hit high and deep out to right. Chasing Trevor Cohen to the track, to the wall, and gone. Carter Cunningham.
The minor league game in May.
That's a Bret Hart pop.
Jeez. They love their Canadians in
You
Vancouver.
just got to be a sick puppy.
I guess so.
Daggone, man.
That's awesome. Good for Carter. And Jacob Jenkins-Cowart. I guess, Shirley, is he coming back from injury?
Yeah, he had been listed on the 7-day IL, but he had been on it for a while, and I'm not real sure why they just left him on there. But so he just got reactivated yesterday and immediately made an impact as soon as he got back on the field.
And look, nobody's ever just going to call him JC. I've tried to tell people to do that, but they're just going to go JJC, and I'm just going to have to live with it. But it still irritates me.
Yeah.
He wants to be JC. I think I care about it way more than he does.
You're living in a stunning Steve Austin world. You need to move on to Stone Cold. That's just his name now.
Come on, John.
It's just his name.
That's not my name. Who had the worst and best wrestler gimmick name change?
I mean, the best is...
the best has got to be from stunning Steve Austin
the
to
ringmaster Steve Austin to... the worst?
And I guess Paul Levesque went from, like, terrorizing in WCW to Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah.
To Triple H.
Mean Mark Calloway. That's a good name. Like, The Undertaker, on paper, it sucks. But he knew the business well enough to where it's just like, I can make this work.
Oh, man. And boy, did he ever. All right, J-Bone, what else is going on? We got a busy Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard here on a afternoon baseball Wednesday, including Big Gav, the Big Rig, with a great performance earlier today, and the Guardians beat the Nationals 3-2. Was that final? Gavin goes 7 strong, just 1 run allowed on 3 hits. He struck out 4, walked 2. The ERA sitting at just over 3, and he is 8-3 on the year. So pitching fantastic. That is great to see. Right now, the Mariners lead the A's 6-0. In the 6th inning, it is the Giants 2, Diamondbacks 0 in the 5th. Phillies and Padres scoreless in the 3rd inning. Toronto knocks off Miami 2-1. That score, we'll see if Connor Norby did anything. He did not. 0-3 on the day for Norbs in the losing effort. Milwaukee beats St. Louis 2-1. Alec Burleson was an 0-for as well. 0-for-4 today for Burley in the loss. I got O's baseball coming your way. Orioles taking on the Rays at 6:35. Braves knock off Shirley's Red Sox last night. Matt Olson and Michael Harris Jr. Hitting home runs. Michael Harris the second hitting home runs last night for the Braves in the victory. They play at 6:45 coming up tonight. And Hurricanes trying to take a 3-1 series lead when they take on Montreal tonight. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. I'll be at OT's. Come on out tonight. Watch the Canes, play some sports trivia, have a good time, enjoy a chef salad. I went a little salad crazy last week. I had 3 salads in the span of about 4 days.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like
at one time.
At one visit.
If it was like a salad bar experience, it might have been.
Yeah, but hey, go ahead and top this one off. I'm done. Like what?
Yeah. Could you a little more lettuce, but more so the cheese and bacon and croutons?
Would you like some more Mountain Dew, sir? It's like, nah, I'll take another salad though. Like, what? What is this guy's deal?
I went salad cray towards the end of last week, so I might go something different tonight.
Lemon pepper wings, not a bad choice.
Always.
Cheesesteak's good.
Yep.
Buffalo chicken quesadilla.
A lot of good options. Shrimp. Shirley wants to say something.
No.
But we just keep naming foods at overtime.
No, I wanted to wait till y'all finish your conversation before.
They got bush and apple there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia.
Maivia, sorry.
To the Rock.
Yes, and...
I thought you were talking about Rocky Marciano.
Fake Diesel turned into...
Kane.
Oh, he was also...
Isaac Yankem.
DDS,
yes, correct.
yes.
And Shorty G became Chad Gable.
Well, Chad Gable became Shorty G.
Gable again. Yeah, I'm basing it off a website here. So, and Jonah Rock.
I don't know who that is.
Bronson Reed.
Was that like an NXT name or something?
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and talk to Coach Mack, also Mike Rooney. Mack and Mike coming up. Hour number 3. Back with you after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh! College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Well, call the Boone Group Roofing. Proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Toot Boone, they offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. Find them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest projects and satisfied customers. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, we missed Coach Mack on Monday, so we had to get him on today as Mack McCarthy joins us on the Turner Home Team live line. Coach Mack, how you doing, sir? Coach Mack.
I am good, and I hope y'all are.
There he is, and we are doing all right. I got a few topics to hit with you, but want to start with the shocking news of Kyle Busch. Jarrett, who is here, big Kyle Busch fan. Mack McCarthy, not a fan of the racer Kyle Busch, but man, to lose someone in the middle of their season like that as a Redskins Commanders fan. I think back to Sean Taylor passing away and just how shocking it was. And he was murdered by some idiot kids, and just a really unfortunate incident. And this Kyle Busch situation, and I'll let you guys talk about it, but it was kind of out of the blue, like he was sick, and then you just find out that he passes away. But Mack, as a NASCAR fan, I know you respected what the driver did, but also the person as well, and just crazy, shocking news.
Yeah, and so different than other deaths in the sport. Whether it was Davey Allison not on the racetrack, or Alan Kulwicki not on the racetrack, but Earnhardt on the racetrack, and when
Greg Biffle recently too, right?
Yeah,
I know he,
crash,
yeah.
and he was he was retired, but
yeah,
same thing, and 234 wins across the 3 series, the championships, all the racing things you can kind of measure, and then the things he did off the that I was watching the race and I started counting, and there were 10 guys that raced for Kyle Busch Motorsports in the race on Sunday.
Yeah.
He had a third of the field that came through his shop, and then the IVF stuff, with he and Samantha going through a very public, time, trying to conceive children, and then the literally hundreds of families that they've made that happen for. I think everybody has done a good job. I think NASCAR did a good job of honoring him, and certainly social media and all the drivers that have spoken up about the things that the impact that he had on them, whether it be as a competitor or off the track kind of things, or co-owners, or just all kind of different things. And it was truly emotional, especially I was shocked that the family was there pre-race, but they made it a good experience rather than a tragic experience with them there, and tied it in with their usually good job, but with Memorial Day, and NASCAR does patriotic things, military things, probably better than any other sport, and I just thought everybody handled it really well, but that didn't take away from the shock that a guy, maybe past his prime, but still winning races and being competitive and a threat to win anytime he went out there, just gone. Won a race last Friday night in the Truck Series and was competitive in the All-Star race. It still seems surreal to me.
I watched a great documentary last night, Jarrett. Vinnie Jones, who I'd never heard of. He was like soccer's bad boy in the 80s, 90s, and went into acting and kind of played the heel role, the villain role in movies. But I was thinking about Kyle Busch. I mean, he would have been perfect, like a heel commentator, or I could see him playing like a bad guy in a movie or something. Like he had after NASCAR, or a team owner, like whatever. Like he had another probably amazing life after NASCAR and whatever he chose to do too, because you guys I know talk about like the lack of characters now in NASCAR, but he was almost like one of the last ones.
Yeah, and I mean, you see it in the interviews, like his old interviews. You see it like as soon as he gets off the track, walking straight up, punching somebody in the face, not answering questions, throwing his gear around. Like growing up, I loved Kyle Busch because it was like a larger than life thing. I felt like I was watching, wrestling. It was just a made up TV show. And it's like, my dad hated him obviously because it's like this crybaby, like doesn't get his way and he throws a tantrum. And I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't even know the point I'm trying to make, but it's just crazy because it's like my entire like NASCAR fandom. It's been like love or hate it. It's Kyle Busch every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I mean, I watched that race at Dover, that truck race, and he won. And it's like, there we go, another one. Like, I'm excited to watch the truck series, even if the Cup car doesn't do well. And then like less than 7 days later, he's gone. And it still just doesn't feel real to me. Like I see these edits and these montages on social media, and I'm like, hell yeah, Kyle Busch, man, badass. And then at the end, it pops up like in memoriam, rest in peace, 85 to 2026, and it's like, no, that's just not true.
Man, yeah. And anything else before we move on from that? I mean,
no. I mean, Mack brought it up. They did a great job. That pre-race was probably the saddest thing I've ever watched. Great job by NASCAR.
Well, I had Christopher Bell, and that was sad too because they ended the race. I wasn't watching it, Mac. I was following updates from Jeff Gluck and was it Bob Pockras? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And man, he was teasing. He kept saying, okay, looks like they're going to hop back in their cars and get it going, and then say, wait a minute, maybe not. And unfortunately, it ends early. Christopher Bell finishing second and did not get the win. What did you think of the decision, Mac, to cut it early the other night?
Yeah, they didn't have much choice. Between the lightning delays and then the rain, and it just wasn't going to be safe. And who knows how long it was going to take them to get it dry again and that kind of thing. So yeah, they didn't have much choice, even though it was kind of an unfulfilling victory lane, and not because of Suarez, but you had Hamlin and Bell and Reddick, and Briscoe dominating all night long. Larson was the only non-Toyota that could even race with them, and then just a pit call late in the race makes the difference. But that's what makes you mad about NASCAR and makes you enjoy NASCAR.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to talk about like storybook. Daniel Suarez got his start because of Kyle Busch, but man, I like those restarts. That decision to take two tires on that last pit and like jump up 13 spots, like that was just great from the 7 team. Like that was just awesome.
Yeah, and then if the Toyotas don't race each other, if they get in line, they all run him down anyway. But they were so busy racing each other, it turned out to be just a brilliant call.
All right, we're pressed for time.
One thing from that race, Shane Van Gisbergen's development on the ovals has just been one of the best things to watch this season.
Saw him leading late. Right?
Yeah, like I don't like these guys who are just strictly road course racers, but I mean, it just seems like that he's really come along on these ovals as of late.
And not only that, he's just a great guy, and by all accounts, just smarter than a whip too. And he's someone easy to pull for.
Mac McCarthy joining us. All right, Coach Mac, got a few things to hit with you. Let me go and get this one out of the way. So you sent me a picture of you starting Widow's Bay last week on my recommendation, and I said, I hope you enjoyed as much as I do, and I've not received a text from you since, which makes me worry. So, and episode 4, I said was one of the best episodes of television I've seen in a while, or at least my favorite episode of TV I've seen in a while. I didn't really like the episode after it, so I hope, but what do you think about Widow's Bay? Are you going to give it a shot?
I wanted to pull the plug after 2. My wife said, for clip, we have to watch one more.
God bless.
So I watched 3, but I did not watch 4, and now that you told me, I will watch 4 tonight. but I just haven't.
It's not your style of show. Yeah, I
don't get it.
Yeah, and I mean, with the ones you recommend, like you don't get into the I don't know what you would even call it, sci-fi or whatever is going on in Widow's Bay.
Fantasy.
No.
Yeah. But okay, well, you know what? You're not gonna like episode 4, so just give up. I appreciate you trying, though.
I did. I really did. One, I didn't like. Two, I'm thinking, what am I doing? If liked it, we're gonna watch the third one.
Damn. So your wife don't even like it?
She don't like it either.
All right, fair enough. Okay, well, do me a favor, Mac, because we've been pretty good on this. Don't cut me off of your recommendations. Like if I give you another one, give it a shot.
I won't.
Okay.
Yeah, I've cut some people off. Like Gene's sister recommends some stuff. I've cut
Mac,
her off.
All right, be careful what you say. This is recorded.
We're live, pal.
Mac, a group of U.S. senators introduced new and wide-sweeping legislation today, the Protect College Sports Act, limiting athletes to transfer one time without penalty, maximum eligibility of 5 years, no former athletes, professional athletes playing in college, no poaching a coach from another school during a season. Somewhere in here is maybe a salary cap as well. Okay, this sounds great, but will this come to fruition?
No, it won't. Nothing they do comes to fruition in Washington, D.C., and this will just be another thing, and they tease us with it. There are some good things in there, but there are some unenforceable things in there, too. The bottom line is they have to get to collective bargaining. If they do the collective bargaining, then they can proceed to get this thing back under control. And I'm tired of all the hyperbole about 24 in the playoffs, and we're going to take it. We're going to have our own set of rules in the SEC. We're going to have our own set of rules in the Big Ten. Everybody's looking out for themselves. Nobody is looking out for college football.
Well, Mike Elko said that, and I don't know if it was just lip service, but we need more big-time coaches and hopefully some administrators and people saying those words that you and Mike Elko said.
Mike Elko was dead on.
Yeah. All right. Mac, a little Coach Mack meeting in Chapel Hill, VCU, ECU. Yeah. Coming up this weekend. Tennessee and North Carolina will be a part of it as well. Pirates in the season strong, a sweep over FAU in Florida. They stay in Florida, win the tournament championship, which is par for the course for Cliff Godwin. So how about the end of the season? And also, what do you think of the regional there in Chapel Hill?
8 straight times. The regular season doesn't go the way he wants to. They finish strong this year and run down to Clearwater. They own Clearwater, pulled the fat out of the fire last year, and pretty soon all those people that complain like crazy when things aren't going to go good, they'll just be patient, like we talked about last week. Just be patient. If someone is good at their job, be patient with them and let them get to the finish line. But very exciting, and I don't think that's a bad draw at all. I think Carolina might be a little bit overrated. Tennessee's had an adjustment year, and they haven't been consistent. VCU kind of got hot right at the right time and made it, but I don't think that's a bad draw at all for the Pirates.
Just be patient. Mac's words, when you're watching a TV series, you're not going to see everything in 3 episodes. You got to be patient. You got to ride it out. Mac, I thought the regionals were going to be less regional and more about metrics and numbers, and we're going to send the best 4 here and the second best 3 here, so it could be a little wonky. The Pirates end up with an old school regional in Chapel Hill, but your Hokies didn't. They are headed to sunny California, right?
Yeah, they said, okay, we're gonna reward you and make you a 2 seed, which they weren't a 2 seed. They're a 3 seed if they are anything, and everybody knows they're a 3. But they said, okay, but we're going to send you 3 time zones away and put you against the number 1 overall,
against the best team this century in baseball. So I guess you won't be making the trip to see your alma mater.
Probably not. I wish them well and hope they can get hot. They're playing pretty well toward the finish also, but that's a tough ask out there in California.
Mac will update you on pro sports. New York Knicks steamrolling to the finals, awaiting the Spurs or the Thunder. Thunder leading that series. And the Carolina Hurricanes up 2-1 against Montreal. Major upset on the west side of things with Vegas knocking off Colorado, sweeping Colorado. That was a shocker. So the Canes 2 wins away from going to the Stanley Cup. There's your update.
Yeah, and probably win the whole thing if they can get there, right?
Well,
we'll see.
Be patient. Be patient.
Nah, if they lose tonight, Rod Brendamore's got to go. Let's not be patient.
There we go. Maxter, anything else on your sports plate? Anything we missed?
No, we're all good. We'll do a deep dive into the legislation in the spring meetings when we have time next week.
Good deal.
We're talking about Sorsby next week.
Yeah.
Can't play.
Hey, bet on it. Mac, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you, guys. See y'all. Bye.
Yeah. Coach Mack McCarthy joining us on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. You out, J-Bone?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being here, and appreciate it. Jarrett and myself and others will be here Friday at noon watching East Carolina and Tennessee. Watch with us on YouTube coming up this Friday, and we will preview that regional and all of the college baseball tournament with Mike Rooney, who joins us when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Is your car making strange noises? Or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care. From quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too, our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
Plan your spring getaway to the Crystal Coast with exclusive savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Save 15% with our Beaufort Spring Getaway, available through May 31st. Explore Cape Lookout's beautiful beaches and the wild horses of Shackleford Banks. Enjoy waterfront dining at the award-winning 34 Degrees North restaurant. With no advance deposit and free cancellation up to 48 hours before arrival, planning is easy. Book now at BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Riley's Army is hosting its biggest fundraising event of the year, the Hearts of Gold Gala, Saturday, September 19th from 6 to 10 p.m. at Rock Springs Center. Enjoy an elegant evening supporting local pediatric cancer children and families, featuring live music by Holden Dixon, dinner, a cash bar, entertainment by DJ Dog, a silent auction, guest speakers, and more. Tickets and tables are available now, but they may sell out fast. Visit RileysArmy.com to purchase yours today. Sponsorship opportunities are still available. Join Riley's Army and help bring hope to local families.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Play It Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard, right across from the Nissan dealership. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clipper On.
All right, we continue to get you ready for the Chapel Hill Regional and the NCAA baseball tournament, and man, really fired up to head out to the Turner Home Team Live line and talk to Mike Rooney. I'll be seeing a lot of him, and so will you, this weekend on ESPN Squeeze Play. He joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. Mike, appreciate your time. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, and the fact that you guys are friends with Greg Hudson tells me that you guys are very bad decision. I'm sorry, you guys are really good people, is what I meant to say.
So I want to talk baseball with you, but then I thought we could just hear Greg Hudson stories for 20, 30 minutes. But yeah, Coach Hud hooked up this interview. Appreciate the Hudder. He joins us on Thursdays. We'll talk to him tomorrow. But Mike, real quick, what's your relationship with Greg Hudson?
So we were teammates on the baseball team at Notre Dame a million years ago. He Hud, was an unbelievable high school football player at Moeller High School in Cincinnati and was a big recruit. And but he played both sports. Pat Murphy was our coach, the Milwaukee Brewers manager, and Murph was huge on two-way guys. I think we had like 4 or 5 guys that played football and baseball, and Hud was one of them. And just all-time great human. Everybody that played baseball at Notre Dame in that era was, we all view Hud like, he was the best. He was like your uncle on that team. He was awesome. We were an all-time great human.
Yeah, no doubt. Great guy. And I said, Hud, do you know Mike Rooney? And he said, yeah, give me a challenge next time. And so I'm going to go for Tim Brown or the bus, I guess, next time, Mike. But appreciate you joining us, man. I thought that NFL Red Zone was the greatest creation of mankind, and then I watched the Squeeze Play, and now that is the new greatest creation. And Mike, you, Chris Budden, the crew do such a great job, and it's a long day, but the love y'all have for the game and the joy y'all have while doing it really comes through the television. And again, I know it's a long day, but you guys have a lot of fun with it, don't you?
Yeah, and I would say, it is awesome. The engagement with the fans is super fun through Twitter. And I don't know, it just reminds me of being in my 20s where, maybe it was a Sunday and, you and your buddies go to, where no one's married yet, and you go to a sports bar, and you watch the NFL games all day and see how your fantasy football teams did. It's just kind of like a college baseball version of that. And so it's just so fun. It just feels like we're all watching the games together, and the tournament always gives us incredible drama, and so it's been a blast. It's I feel super honored to get to participate in that.
Well, Mike, Pirates and Volunteers coming up on ESPNU Friday at noon. This was not a great ECU baseball season by Cliff Godwin standards, but it was a championship season, which is the standard for Cliff Godwin. They ended pretty strong in the regular season. They win the conference tournament, get the auto bid. A little bit shaky as far as being on the bubble there if they wouldn't have won on Sunday, but they win and they're in. They're in Chapel Hill. How about the Pirates draw, Mike, with North Carolina, Tennessee, and VCU? What are your thoughts on that Chapel Hill regional?
Yeah, I would say, and this I think ties into your question, I would comment first on, I think it actually is a great year for ECU. I get it that, you're not a top 8 national seed and you're not a host and all that type of stuff, but I don't know, given all the changes that have happened in college sports and college baseball over the last few years, to be a double champion in the American is really hard to do. And I actually thought it was a really good year in the American. Actually, that was the problem. It was too good. Teams like Rice and Memphis, improving so much actually hurt the league. I think if UTSA had won that final game in Clearwater, I think it would have been a 2-bid league. I thought ECU's resume would have held up. But all that said, I think it was, and as I understand it, ECU's had a ton of injuries. It seems like an awesome season. I would say this bracket, this regional in Chapel Hill is one that everybody has circled. I mean, it's pretty unanimous that everybody thinks it's the most difficult regional. And I think East Carolina should take that as a compliment. North Carolina's had an awesome year, but their pitching staff is pretty short. It's kind of 4 guys that they trust. The position player group has done really well, but it's 8 new starters from last year. And, it's really interesting. Both Tennessee and ECU have announced that they're pitching off. Now the way I would define pitching off, I would define for ECU, anyone not named Ethan Norby pitching is pitching off. And, that gives him an extra day of rest. And Tennessee's doing the same thing. Tennessee's pitching staff is very short. So you're not going to see Tegan Coons. You're going to see the kid from Virginia, Evan Blanco. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. I think it's an awesome regional. VCU is no cupcake for, as you guys know from a couple years ago, they're a handful. So I can't wait to see it play out. I think it's going to be really fun.
Mike Rooney joining us, ESPN on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Again, and I don't take it for granted that the Pirates are there, Mike, because you're looking at a tournament without Vanderbilt, LSU. I'll throw South Carolina in there. Dallas Baptist missing for the first time in forever. I mean, there's a lot of name brand teams missing this tournament. Does that speak to maybe the new age of college athletics and college baseball?
Yeah, I think we've heard a lot of coaches say this, and this, I feel like I've heard Cliff Godwin say this, that, and this is, Cliff Godwin is a program builder. Most of the great coaches in our sport are program builders, but this environment asks you to build a team, not a program. It's very hard to build a program. Obviously UCLA has been able to do that, and you see how that's paid off, but, that takes a special group of kids that are willing to have delayed gratification and Rock Chalowski, just not only him staying, but him encouraging his teammates to stay. So I'm with you. It's Murray State, Omaha last year, not in the tournament this year. It's, LSU you referenced, they've won 2 of the last 3 national titles. They didn't even threaten regionals this year, let alone get in. So, I think, for ECU, by my count, 10 regionals in the last 11 years, that's a pretty dang incredible streak given the environment we're in.
Mike, the American always trying to be kind of the best of the rest in all the sports, but in baseball, certainly chasing the Sun Belt. How about that league? And what do you think about Southern Miss, Coastal, any of those other teams to try to make it out of the first weekend?
Yeah, I would say, I think we have to remind ourselves that teams get into the tournament, not leagues. That said, I think it's fair to say that the Sun Belt probably got more respect than it deserved, and the American got less than it deserved. I didn't see the Sun Belt as a 5-bid league, but you got to give credit to those teams. Troy came on like gangbusters. They arguably had the toughest schedule in the country. And, Texas State was the one, they just kind of played their way in at the end, and you got to give credit to them for doing that. Coastal was awesome all year. Southern Miss was awesome all year. I think ultimately what happened in the American was the depth of the league has improved to the point that no one could separate themselves. And, I think that bodes well for the future of the league. The coaches will be able to strategize as a group. How do you build better RPIs and DSRs and those types of things? But I did think it was a good year in the American. It just was hard for anybody to separate themselves.
Mike, I've asked Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton, who's coached in and watched a million games, and also Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball, who's covered it over the last decades, and I'll ask you as well. And we don't know, and it doesn't really matter what a team has done heading into this. It's baseball, anything can happen. But to this point, how impressive is what UCLA accomplished this year, and where does it stand among other great teams you've seen in the regular season? Because again, I asked Coach O, and I thought I was a prisoner of the moment, but he said no. This is pretty dang historical what they've been able to do this regular season. What do you have to say about it?
Yeah, I mean to not lose one single weekend all year is bonkers, and I think with all the pressure of being the number one team, they had 8 starters returning from their Omaha team. And, it didn't go perfectly. Like, they've lost their ace, Logan Redeman, and we don't know if he's going to pitch again, or it's a little mysterious. And, Oregon, they've played Oregon 4 times over the last few weeks, and that was 4 fistfights. They've really been tested. I think what we were worried about UCLA was, okay, is the Big Ten going to test them enough to have them ready for the postseason? But the truth is, Oregon has provided that, and so UCLA does have they have a tough regional. I don't think they got any favors with their draw, but they're also very good and very experienced, very comfortable in close games. But it reminds me of Oregon State. There's 2017 and 2018 teams. If you remember, Oregon State in 2017 showed up in Omaha 54-4. It almost felt like a fake record. But in UCLA, maybe not quite as extreme as that, because that Oregon State did that in the Pac-12, whereas the Big Ten maybe not as historically challenging. But still, the UCLA team, they're going to have something to say about all this.
On that note, with the Bruins, Mike, if I give you SEC or the field to win the College World Series this year, are you going to be on the SEC side, which is dominated of late, or are you going to take UCLA, Georgia Tech, Carolina, the field? Which side would you be on?
Yeah, I would. That's a great question. I would take the SEC because I would take Georgia. Georgia feels really dangerous to me right now. Now, that said, Georgia Tech looks awesome. UCLA, you mentioned, North Carolina. I mean, I think there's a lot of good teams, but Georgia is the team that I can't take my eyes off of right now. They do everything. They're older. They've elevated from a program that just takes transfers to a program that they actually have transfers that have stayed 2 and 3 years, almost like the old junior college player model. And so, yeah, I would take the SEC. Obviously, what's that expression? From Bull Durham, don't buck a streak, right? Like they have won 6 in a row, but I also think Georgia is very, very dangerous.
Mike, a couple more, we'll let you go. What is your secret for all the hours you'll be on television this weekend? Is it performance enhancing drugs? Is there a certain liquid or foods you got to eat? How do you do it, man?
Yeah, deer antler spray. Is that?
Oh yeah, the clear and the cream and all that.
Yeah, that's right. No, obviously we're heavily caffeinated. That I said to somebody today, like from today on, the rest of the week, all of my coffee orders will be venti. There will be no tall or grande. But I would say it's definitely plenty of coffee, and then like the games provide. It's funny, like you sit there. Saturday morning is the one that can drag a little bit, and then every once in a while, like as you guys experience, the tournament will give you Chase Burns versus Trey Savage Saturday morning, right?
Yeah,
and then you guys, you can't even believe the adrenaline rush that you get Friday night, and then like this Friday night we're going to get Hunter Elliott pitching against Harry Bonds, against Landon Harrison, and then Saturday night when in the 1-0 games, just the electricity and the crowds. that stuff carries you through. So, I mean, now, again, when I get on the plane Tuesday at lunchtime, I won't even know how to spell my own name. But for the weekend, you're in pretty good. You're good.
Cannot wait for Squeeze Play once again returning to our televisions. Finally, we'll end on a HUD question. So I've known HUD since 2005, so I didn't know young HUD growing up. But like looking at him since I've known him, he looks like a Mark McGuire just from the facial hair and the body, or maybe the intimidation of Mo Vaughn in the box. Like, what's your player comp in baseball for Greg Hudson?
Oh man, player comp for HUD. It's gotta be somebody with some physicality, but also the personality of your team. Kind of like an Anthony Rizzo, different positions, but this big, kind of intimidating frame, but also not an intimidating person, just an absolute engaging person for the party. HUD was the man. He most popular guy on our team by a wide margin. Had an ability to connect with everybody. He was awesome. When I think about okay, what does being a great teammate look like? HUD was it. He could bust your chops and have a good time, but then you also knew that he had your back at all times. He was incredible.
That's awesome to hear, and not that he needed an ego boost, but yeah, he'll never live that one down now that that's been on Pirate Radio. Mike, thank you so much for joining us, man. Really enjoyed it, and can't wait to watch you this weekend.
All right, guys. Be good. Thanks.
Mike Rooney, that was awesome, and thank you to Coach HUD for helping us put that one together as old teammates at Notre Dame. And HUD has told the story, if folks are wondering why the defensive coordinator at ECU, we're talking baseball, he played both, but also got his coaching start in baseball. Would have never been an ECU football coach without getting into baseball coaching probably. So we'll talk more to HUD coming up on Thursday's Pirate Radio Live, but right now we'll take a break. We'll come back and have more for you on a Wednesday edition of PRL. Back with you after this.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville invites you to party on the patio. Chico's Outside Patio is the perfect place to get all your amigos together for some Mexican food and fun. Call Chico's now to make a reservation for any large or small fiesta with all of your amigos. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey O's fans, Star Wars Weekend lands at Camden Yards from Friday, May 29th through Sunday, May 31st as the O's take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Friday night, stick around post-game for a Star Wars-themed fireworks show presented by SeatGeek. Saturday, be one of 15,000 fans to score a Jordan Westberg Star Wars bobblehead presented by PNC. And Sunday, 10,000 fans, 12 and under will receive a Star Wars poster. Don't miss it. Get tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get
get bucked up.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one. Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your car making strange noises, or is that check engine light not going away? Well, at Bell's Ford Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, they take the stress out of car care and deliver high-quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure, just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Bell's Ford Truck and Auto Service, across from Speedway on Charles Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clipper Rock.
Shirley, can you fire me up some ESPN college football music? Poor favor if you're taking requests. The request line is open, because we've got college football news as we are amongst all this baseball talk with East Carolina back in another regional. But today, kickoff times were announced, quite a bit of them. And some due to being early in the season on ESPN Plus, some due to being night games. We've got Week 1, September 5th, Alabama in Tuscaloosa. That'll be at noon on ABC, national TV. We're on cable TV the next week. Appalachian State and East Carolina will be an ESPNU game, and that also will be at noon. People were complaining about noon, and I get it. I used to as well, so I'm not chastising anyone. But talking about, man, a noon game in September is so hot. Well, how about this, though? How about this? If the game was at 3:30, you're tailgating from noon to whenever, maybe even before then, in all that heat, and then sitting through the game. Even if the game's at night, 7 o'clock, you're tailgating in that brutal Eastern North Carolina summer heat. This way, hey, you're tailgating at 8 a.m. It's kind of cool. It's not even that hot. It's not even that hot by 10 a.m. You're getting a decently cool tailgate. Look at it that way, people. You don't look at the bright side of things, but that's why I'm here. They call me Mr. Brightside. The Killers wrote that song about me. People forget. Jealousy turning things into the thing. So there's your bright side for noon kickoffs. I know you hate them. I used to as well. We'll be with you 8 a.m. on the Bud Light pregame tailgate the first 2 weeks. After that, is this what you want? A 6 p.m. game, but this one's on the road at Old Dominion. And we'll see how their ESPN Plus camera work is doing these days. And then the following week, our final non-conference game, 4 p.m. against NC Central. That's a weird time. But great. That's a really good Bud Light pregame tailgate time. We're on at noon. We're watching games, the entire pregame show. So I'll definitely take that. The upside for the noons for us is, hey, we actually get to go home at a decent time after the call-in show. The downside for those is no games on during the pregame. But we'll have plenty to talk about heading into Alabama and App State for the first two. All right, the other games we have time. The other times we have are the two Thursday nighters, UAB and Memphis, both on the road, both 7:30. There is a Friday night game on ESPN2 at home against South Florida, so we knew that'd be a night game. But we also have another nooner late in the year at Army on November 21st, noon on CBS Sports. So those times announced today. And once again, the American Championship game, 8 p.m. on ABC. So I don't know how many people will be watching, but it will be available for a ton of eyeballs, as that is a great time slot on a big network. And that will be at the Highest Seeds campus site. Be great to have another championship here at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, just like when we took down Houston all those years ago. Jamie says he loves the noon game and losing 5 pounds even while drinking, multitasking. There's another bright side. You're sweating away those carbs you're taking in due to the unbearable heat. Just hydrate, folks. Good to have some football to talk about on this Baseball Wednesday. We'll continue the baseball guest coming up on Thursday. We got Joe Deck, Private Eye. He's also the voice of VCU Baseball. He'll join us on the show. And Mike Monaco, the play-by-play voice that will be on the call for ECU, Tennessee, and the rest of the series, the Chapel Hill Regional. We got both of those interviews coming your way on Thursday, along with Zach Kaplan. We'll talk some ECU baseball with Brandon Golden. Also, Greg Hudson will join us on the show. So another packed show. We've had packed shows all week, and we'll keep that rolling throughout the week. Friday, we'll be watching the game. Come join us on YouTube as we'll watch ECU and Tennessee, and then basically have a post-game show after it, talking to folks that were there in Chapel Hill, taking your calls if you have thoughts, and just recapping what we saw and watching live college baseball on Friday. So that'll be a fun show as well. Thank you, ECU. Thank you, Cliff Godwin, for getting into a regional, because it makes our job so much more fun, and we have so much more to talk about. And we are living that this week here at Pirate Radio. Let's get our last break in. We will come back, get ready to wrap things up on a Wednesday. Take another look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. My dad texted me earlier today and said, "Have you heard the Hurricanes goal call in Spanish?" And my answer was no, I have not. I'll see if I can find that during the break. But we got Canes and Canadiens coming up tonight, Game 4 at the Bell Center. Talk about that and more when we wrap it up after this timeout.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Vacation should be about relaxing, not wondering about what's happening back home.
With SCI Technologies, you don't have to. Your property is protected from every angle. Cameras watching, fire protection, the alerts are there before a small problem becomes a big one.
And if something does happen, you know instantly. A motion alert, a quick glance at your phone, and you're back to relaxing.
Because real security doesn't just protect your property, it protects your peace of mind. So go ahead, unplug, unwind, and enjoy the trip.
We've got the rest.
SCI Technologies, protecting what matters no matter where you are.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Hey, Pirate friends. It's Rhonda from Russell's, and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O's Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
This is Ryder Giles, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 182 points and closed at 50,644. The NASDAQ was ahead 18 at 26,674, and the S&P jumped up just a point and ended the day at 7,520. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, MVC, before you go, let's get your couple of questions. First of all, vibe check 1 to 10 for ECU baseball.
11.
Okay. And how many games do they win this weekend?
2.
I was waiting for him to say all of them.
So they don't win the regional?
No.
Okay. But you're still at 11.
Huh?
Your vibe's at 11.
Yeah.
But they're not going to win.
So what I think is going to happen, we're going to beat Tennessee. We're going to beat UNC.
We're going to be in the regional final and lose both games.
Wow.
Wow.
I tell you what, man, that would be a hell of a 48 hours, though. We would be fired up on Friday and Saturday if that were to happen. All right, so there is Carter's path for the weekend. East Carolina in the Chapel Hill Regional. All right, thank you, man.
Of course.
And great job today.
I know.
Son of a gun. But I like the confidence. All right, Shirley, how you feeling about the weekend?
I'd say if I did a vibe check, I'm right around an 8, expecting it to bump up to about 8.5 tomorrow, and by Friday I'll probably hit a solid 9.
So my vibe check is like wins, loss, like a winning percentage, and I'm at a 4, but that's a good thing because that's exactly where I was when ECU went to Charlottesville and had Oklahoma in the first game. That's where I was last year, maybe even less when we took on Florida. So my vibe is low, but that's when the Pirates are dangerous, just like they were last year when they knocked off Florida twice. They can do the same to Tennessee this year.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. When you talk about wins and losses, my vibe check would probably sit around a 6. So, I'm right there with you. I'm just, kind of, it's like a nervous excitement because I want them to do well. I want them to walk into Boshamer Stadium and just absolutely give the middle finger to the SEC and the ACC, as we're leaving, heading to the super regionals, and they can stay home. But as far as general excitement of, hey, we got a baseball game, and it's a big one coming up on Friday. Yeah, I'm starting to get to that point.
I reckon money has come in or something because pretty drastic line shift. So yesterday, and from the site I'm looking at, it was Tennessee minus 130, which was pretty close to even. Now it's minus 175. So Tennessee now a much heavier favorite than they were just 24 hours ago. Heading in to that game. Look at some other lines. Georgia Tech, for example, minus 4,000 against Illinois Chicago. So they're, I would say, a pretty big favorite in that one. Trying to find some close lines. Liberty's actually favored against Boston College. Jarrett's surprise College World Series team. Liberty a slight favorite there. Trying to find North Carolina minus 700. You can get VCU for plus 400. UCF, who was hanging out in a pool on Selection Monday, they are slight favorites over NC State. That coming up Friday at 6 o'clock. So again, games going on all day and evening on Friday, and we'll be with you live during the game and after the game Friday right here on Pirate Radio. And what a Friday it could be. Yes, sir, Mike. You could have the Pirates beating Tennessee, and then later that night, the Hurricanes clinching the East. But for that to be a possibility, they'll have to win tonight. It's Game 4 in Montreal. Canes, a favorite tonight, minus 140, 145, something like that. Depending on where you look, against the Montreal Canadiens, almost up to minus 150. So Canes a popular vote right now, a popular bet, as they look to go up 3-1 in their series with Montreal. Man, really enjoyed talking baseball with you today, and we will do the same coming up on Thursday. Appreciate you as always, Shirley Rhodes. Great job, and you know that already, Carter. Thank you. And intern Victor doing some great behind-the-scenes work with us as well here at Pirate Radio. We'll talk to you Thursday, 3 o'clock, all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.